What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Lynn here with another episode of Between Gamers podcast. We finally have another podcast after all these discussions. So, this is episode number 65, in which we will discuss E3 Roundup, also third party or a lack thereof, shall we say, with the Nintendo Switch. So, who would like to start?
Um, well, I'll let somebody go first before me.
I was gonna let someone else go first.
Go
Somebody
ahead.
go.
I
All
said
right,
let
well,
I
Yeah, go
let I
ahead.
said let Dirty go first since he don't normally talk a lot. I want him to get in what he needs to get in.
all right. The third party support, that's what I was actually looking for. The third party at E3. I really didn't care about um, too much about Nintendo's first party because I knew it was going to be there. My main concern was third party because I don't want the Switch to wind up like the Wii U.
Uh huh.
And and if that comes across the Wii U, I don't know. I can't see myself buying another Nintendo home console.
Mm-hmm.
It's because to me it's just going to be a waste of money. Even though they got some good games, first party games, I can bypass that. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I can think of is we know EA is bringing FIFA, so all I have to say to Nintendo fans, some of y'all are asking for third party, and l- last generation with the Wii U, you guys really didn't care too much. So I say go out and buy it. Go out and buy these third party games. Buy the FIFA. There's nothing wrong with the FIFA. The only thing you're not getting is the FIFA 18 because basically it's a continuation of the story of Alex Hunt. It was a story mode on 17. Now 18 is the continuation of the story. So I can see why we're not getting 18 because who the hell want to come in the middle of the storyline of of the game? So I can understand that they didn't want to bring 18. They wanted to take the story out and just give us all the other stuff, all the other things and features that FIFA has. Um, you can still play online. It's still 60 frames per second docked and undocked. So it's 720p undocked, 1080p docked. I got a chance to see a couple of videos, and the game still looks nice. It's not running on the Frostbite engine. Um, they say it's running on the custom Frostbite engine or whatever. But the game still looks good, and I'm still going to get it because I enjoy FIFA 16 on the Xbox One. So I will be picking this up because if you guys don't, EA is going to be like, well, that's why we didn't want to bring. That's why we're not going to bring anything else
Yeah, but
because
wait, didn't you say it was a stripped down version of the game?
no, I said I hope it's not.
Oh, okay, because I thought that maybe that's what it was gonna be, is a stripped down version of the game. And if that's the case, then how do they expect people to support if they're not giving you the full game?
Right, but I looked around. You can look on YouTube. They do have a bunch of videos, some from E3 where people actually played it. People had a camera set up so you could actually see the game running undocked. I think they have some that is like on TV, like the full rendered, um, like a capture card, so you can actually see how the graphics look. And the graphics look it they looks good. So I was thinking that I was hoping that it wasn't going to be like the 360 version or something like that. Because I'm like, that's some BS if they do that. But it's not a stripped down version from what I see. They were saying what's all in there. You still get your online, you still get your franchise, you still get what all the crap that's in the FIFA. You can still make your draft team and all that, just like the other FIFA. Those features are still in there. The only thing that's not in this version is the story. And they said the story was running off the Frostbite engine. So now I understand why they didn't bring it, because this is a continuation of last year's FIFA for the story. If you play the story mode last year, you will see that you play as Alex Hunter. You don't make up no character. You play as this person that they put you as, and you got a family, and you follow in the footsteps of your father and grandfather of trying to be drafted into the league of soccer league. You and your friend that you grew up with. So basically, both of y'all are trying out to get into the soccer league. So I actually watched some of the story mode since I don't have 17, and yeah, it was pretty cool. Just remind me of NBA 2K. You know what I'm saying? What we on 16, 17, where they had the little story mode where you make your character and do all this crap, go to high school and college and stuff like that. So basically, that's how this one is. So I understand that they couldn't put it in there because it's a continuation of the story. But if you like FIFA, pick it up because it's not a stripped down version. It has everything still in there, online, everything. Is because if you don't, that's going to tell EA that, oh, well, it's true. Nintendo fans don't buy third party games.
Well, I'm not getting it because I don't play FIFA.
Okay. But for the people
I mean, that's just one genre of sport game that I just don't play. So I'm not getting it. Quick shout outs right quick. Shout out to EJ. What up, EJ? Chariot Man Videos. Papa Raven. What up, Papa Raven? And a couple of comments. Let's see. EJ said Konami Soccer and FIFA are the same soccer game. Most of today's sport games are complete crap. What up, Papa Raven? He said, hey guys. Chariot Man said NBA 2K is still pretty good, and NBA Live 18 supposed to be big improvement over 2016. I will pick up Live when that come out. EJ said they could have added some Nintendo content to their version of FIFA. Like what? Papa said talk about Sony's anti-consumer stance. Ooh, Papa.
I say
that's actually a good topic. That's a good topic. Papa, why don't you come in here and talk about Sony's anti-consumer stance?
Right? It's like, ooh, the shade of it all.
Chariot Man said, I can't
Anything else you want to add, Dirty?
like first party or third. EJ said like Nintendo jerseys. What?
What?
I don't know.
I would say
I have no idea what
this game doesn't need any Nintendo. To me, it doesn't need any Nintendo jerseys or Mario running in there with them. It's just leave it as FIFA. And the fans of FIFA should go out and buy this game to let EA know, hey, we're supporting you. We supported FIFA because everybody knows FIFA is a big franchise over in Europe, sports thing. Here in the States, you know, people like it too, but I think it's more bigger overseas. But if everybody that has a Switch that likes soccer, buy the FIFA. It goes both ways. It goes on Nintendo end, and it also goes on third party end. Third party wants to see the growth for the Switch. Plus, they want you to buy the third party game. They're not going to keep putting games on the Switch and it don't sell. So the same thing with Soccer League. When that game come out in September or August, go buy it. It's $19. Well, you're getting all the DLC.
Like, okay, here's my only thing though. Okay, now I just feel like firstly with FIFA, for even being on the Switch is just like that's just a little bit like off to me. Like, I mean, I understand that yes, they want a game that will basically sell, but I'm just like, most FIFA people aren't really with the Switch. Why won't you try the, and like bring out something that would probably appeal to people who are more Nintendo people and make it exclusively just for the Switch? I mean,
That's the thing.
why
EA
not
doesn't
make it
know
just
Nintendo.
exclusively to the Switch?
Yeah, but it's like
Like
EA
so,
doesn't know what Nintendo fans want because they don't buy anything. They don't buy third party. So it's if you got all these catalogs and you're like, okay, what game do I think Nintendo fans will buy?
but still was it? But what was okay? But I don't think it's like. I don't think it's like too hard. I mean, hell, if they don't know, then hey, I don't know, try something different. Friend, see what's working in the gaming field. Who'll go off of that, see what consumers are liking, and try to basically figure out something off of that. There's a reason why stats and data exist for a reason. I
But you
mean,
know,
like the
that's fine what you say, but you know third party is not going to do that. They're not going to take their time to try to put okay, FIFA didn't work. Okay, let's try Mass Effect. Okay, Mass Effect didn't work. Let's try NBA 2K18.
But see, this is why I do think that okay, with when it comes with EA, it's like okay, look, okay, I'm sorry, you have to basically look at all the data, and you have to basically say, okay, you have to at least make a game that is worthwhile for people to basically pick up. Okay, you can't just be sitting there and slapping a game that is already established, maybe on another console, and then think that people are going to give up that console for another console. Even also, given the fact that the console that you want them to buy it on is nowhere near as powerful as the other two competitors. That's why I say that okay, look, if you really want there to actually be said those EA, yes, I do think that they need to look at basically what's selling, what is not. Hey, throw out there like I don't know, take a hope and a wing and a prayer on some new IP or something. I don't know. Or make it exclusively just to the Switch, so y'all don't have to basically waste all the money putting it on Sony and was Sony and Best Box. Still, hell, was it? Sorry, well, crap box, but still. Anywho, anyway, but still, like I said, just basically just do that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's not that hard in my opinion, but I mean, like you said though, EA ain't gonna do it.
But you gotta think about it. And I used to blame third party like man why they not bringing the games over, but it's like now I look at okay I can blame third party, but I can also blame Nintendo fans because like I said in the past, Nintendo fans do not buy these games.
Okay, but dirty. But think of it like this, Mister. Though. Okay, but if there's like a game like FIFA, okay, and
I
if it
did.
runs,
I figured it out.
look, if a game is gonna run, I'm sorry, but if a game runs better on like what was it? Say like on the Xbox or what was it or PlayStation 4, why am I gonna want to go and basically get the downgraded version on the Switch? That don't even make sense.
Because
That is on Nintendo's and but at the same time I'm just like okay, but EA, come on now y'all know damn good well ain't nobody gonna basically buy the downgraded version unless you giving a downgraded price.
Yo. Okay, there we go.
hey, what's going on? All right, well basically
What's up? What's up?
Not much. It's but still, well, like I said, I don't know. Like to me, it's like I mean, if FIFA does well, oh great, but at the same time, I'm just like EA. Do you honestly think that FIFA fans are actually going to run out and get it on the Switch though?
They might if it's
like
if
I mean,
it's portable. If they're
but it's a downgraded
right?
but isn't it? But yeah, but it's a downgraded version though. Basically, which you can basically of the experience you can basically get it on what was it? Was it on the PlayStation or on the Xbox? So
yeah.
So I'm just like, so what is it? So mind you, unless they're offering a downgraded price, which I mean, come on now, do we honestly see that happening?
I couldn't see that happening. Maybe they'll have their own story. I don't think they'll put that much money into it.
I just can't see them putting it at the same price as like this was it as far as the Xbox version or the PlayStation version, but it's a downgrade. It has to be downgraded And I'm just like, come on. Like, to me, it's like EA, y'all know that's not going to sell. Like, you know that's not going to sell. In my personal opinion, I don't think that that's going to sell. But I mean, who knows? Maybe basically people will be feeling it on the Switch. Maybe people are like, you know what? Hey, I can take this on the go and I can be, I can get my LeBron on or my, wait, is that FIFA? No, that's NBA. Wait, what's
No, that's
FIFA
NBA.
soccer?
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Who?
Cristiano
The only person in soccer I know is David Beckham. That's it.
Cristiano Ronaldo is probably like the most famous. He's the one they use to motion cap FIFA 18. He's probably the most famous
was a soccer player.
Yeah, he's a soccer player.
Okay, wait, I thought the most famous one was David Beckham.
Well, he was. I mean, right now it's Cristiano. The only reason I know that is because one of my best friends is his kid is named after him.
Alright.
Quick comments. Quick comments, right quick. Chariot Man said, "I grew up on NBA Live 18 since NBA Showdown 94 for the SNES. I know y'all remember that game."
Yeah.
EJ said, "All third parties are the same with all platforms. Is that a good thing?"
Wait, what?
EJ.
If they're all the same.
Wait, say that again.
He said, "All the third party are the same with all the platforms. Is that a good thing?"
What does he mean by they're all the same?
I don't know.
I have no idea what he's trying to say.
Honestly, the Switch game should have been like $50. Either between that $40 and $50.
Yeah, because it's a downgraded version of basically what the other two are.
EJ said, "Who honestly cares about soccer?"
No, I don't know.
It might not be a lot of people that care too much for soccer, but
that FIFA has a very large, base of.
But I feel like most people on the but I feel like that's more like of an Xbox thing, or even somewhat.
But at the same time, though, Dre, any game that you can put on the Switch to make it portable, I feel is a good thing. I think they need more games. Like, for instance, even though I don't play Call of Duty like that, Call of Duty should definitely come to the Switch.
I agree. I just hope it's not a watered down version.
Yeah, if they could have put Titanfall on the Switch, that would have been the perfect game for the Switch, in my opinion.
A game like Call of Duty wouldn't be too hard because, I mean, they can hit 60 frames per second on any console with like Call of Duty, so it shouldn't be too hard.
But, I mean, I know, but like, I don't know. I just don't see people being like, "Ooh, I gotta go cop that Call of Duty for the Switch."
I'm telling you though, Dre. If given the choice, I will pick these games on the Switch rather than get them any other console. Unless if they're offering certain things on console version that they're not offering on the Switch, I might get it on the console.
More than just like visuals, how the game runs and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, if it's more than visuals.
If the game is being offered on the Switch, I will pick it up for the Switch first because I'm trying to support the system with games that I know that I'm interested in. I'm not going to purchase games that I know that I'm not going to play. Like, for instance, so that's one less $50-$60 they're getting from me. But if given the opportunity of, say, for instance, purchasing Call of Duty on the Switch, I will most definitely get it for the Switch rather than getting it on the console. I really
it's like, I know, but see, it's just like, I don't know. No, it's just like, I guess I'm just looking at it overall, and it's just like, yes, sure, there's going to be some people who are going to probably be like, yeah, no, I'll get it for the Switch. It's just like, okay, is it going to be able to hold up with the competitor? That's the only thing I'm thinking about, though. And
I think a lot more.
That's why I say that's why I say that, I feel like even though, fine, technically, yes, you are kind of taking a little bit more so of a chance. I do feel like that they should put a game on there that maybe it'd be like exclusive to the Switch that might possibly like appeal to the Switch, like to the Nintendo audience.
But at the same time, they're trying to.
That's what Metroid Prime's going to be.
Aren't necessarily Nintendo fans as well. They're trying to appease people who are Nintendo fans and who are not Nintendo fans to, you know, bring them over to Nintendo. So they're trying to appease both sides of the coin.
True.
Nintendo has definitely upped their game with their more consumer-friendly attitude lately.
And it's about darn time.
I mean,
because they realize that they're falling behind.
Yeah, the antiquated ways have been have made them fall to the wayside for the longest. But a lot of people, I think a lot more adults bought the Switch than children. So Call of Duty
for my kid, definitely not.
Yeah, hell no. I think the kids.
Like, baby,
although some dude did drop at 1,000. He dropped at 1,000 feet onto concrete and it survived. Did you guys see that video?
That's
amazing.
That's crazy. My smartphone drops 3 feet, it breaks in half.
Exactly. All right, we got a couple more comments. EJ said Mirror's Edge for the Switch and Beyond Good and Evil 2 for the Switch. Chariot Man said the Switch only been out for 3.5 months. This console hasn't got a chance to even to get the latest third-party games. This is not the Wii U.
Very true, and that was basically
all over the place about third parties.
Yeah, and that was and that actually also leads into basically another point I was going to bring up, where it's just like, I mean, even though yes, right now there is a lack thereof, I think for right now it's still too soon. Like, was it like I said, like that's why like when everyone was all up in the hoopla about, you know, Pokemon on the Switch, it's like, okay, y'all, it's 3 months into the console's life cycle. Okay, give people time, please. Okay, because I'm sorry, but like I said, look, because come on now, y'all sit there and say y'all want all these games, but then if they glitch or whatever, but then you still gonna be fussing. So you gotta basically either with that. And plus, like I said, I mean, come on now, we all know I say at least give it a year.
We've already seen a lot of games on the Nintendo product. I haven't seen many glitchy games on the Nintendo product.
I haven't had any.
No. I said no. What I'm saying is that no.
If they release them too fast.
Right. If you release it too fast and then it be glitchy, then they'll be hollering. You see what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, you want it right then and there. But if it's glitchy, then you're gonna be hollering. And I'm just like, y'all need to stop. So it's just like, give it a year. That's why I say, look, you have to at least give it like a year. That's why, like, when everyone's like, oh my God, there's not that much third party. I'm like, come on. We all know it. You got to at least give the console a year or two before it really gets popping.
Come to Nintendo, that people never give Nintendo a pass on anything. Unlike others,
right? I'm like, come on now. They act like it's what was it? I remember specifically with PS4 and even with Xbox One, there wasn't a whole hell of a lot to pick from in the beginning with that either.
There wasn't shit.
But
I mean, hell, I remember Will for the longest period of time was playing Knack.
It was all ported. It was all ported games, right at the beginning.
Yeah, so I mean, so it took a while for people to basically for it to get popping. So I'm just like, y'all, just be patient, calm down. It's gonna come. Just because, and mind you, people are just like, but they're not even saying anything. Hey, and it's just like, okay, so you want them to say something.
They have a Nintendo Direct. They're actually more open than any other company right now. I mean, they have a Nintendo Direct like every 2 months to update people.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, I'll give Nintendo that much though. They're a bit more transparent than what some other companies are.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, hell, it's just like because sometimes it feels like with certain games, it's just, or certain game companies, it's like they just mums the word for months, and then all of a sudden one day they just like, yo, guess what? We gonna talk about something, and you just like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Out of nowhere, it's just like, where did that come from?
Nintendo actually confirmed today that Metroid Prime 4 is going to be a 2018 game.
Okay, that's good.
Was it? Woo! Oh yeah.
Which I'm pretty happy about. I mean, if they can prove that that's a good first-person shooter on there, then they probably get the Destiny's. I don't know about Destiny because that's pretty pretty graphic intensive, but it made Call of Duty and them less graphic intensive games, you know. I don't want them to outsource it to like shitty third party, third party. You know what I mean? Like it's a Call of Duty will be made by Treyarch, and then the one for the Switch will be made by like the guys who brought you like, you know, the shittiest game of last year. Here's Call of Duty Switch edition. You know. I can't do that again.
You know what
they did
game
that with World at War. They did that with Call of Duty.
Oh yeah,
Black Ops.
Something like that.
Oh my god! For the Wii, it was terrible.
Like, what was it?
They did the same thing for the Wii U. They Activision and Treyarch had another company do Black Ops 2 and what was it, Ghost, and they came out fine.
Yep.
Oh, you know what game
the
I
Wii
would
U
love?
Was different. I mean,
What was it?
You had to use only that the motion controls. It was really hard trying to use the motion controls just for Call of Duty. You know what I mean?
True.
But you could use the pad on the Wii U.
I never with the Wii U version. Where I know with the original Wii, yeah, you had to use the
light gun. That was terrible. I remember trying to point forward, and it would just always have me pointing at the ground, throwing grenades at myself and shit. I was like, "Fuck this game."
I mean, if they could do, hell, what is it? I'm trying to think of what that's Capcom, because I was gonna say, what was it? Do like a Mega Man game? But I'm just like, wait, that's Capcom. That's not like EA or nothing like that. Which I mean, I think was it?
They probably poured what's like Mega Man, like Mighty Number 9. I know that wasn't great, but
oh no, it was not.
I just say stick with Mega Man personally. Stick with something that people actually like. Still was it? I think that could basically work. One game I would love to see if they could ever if they ever could make a revival. Probably some of y'all never heard of it. It was a game called Golden Sun. Oh
yeah,
I would love to see that somehow make a revival, but it never will.
Chariot Man said, I truly believe the Switch can run all these AAA games. It just seems the Switch is getting games that are 45 years old. I'm kind of like leery about. I don't like that myself. I don't like that.
I think they're trying to see if it's going to sell. And then they'll put some more money into porting it to the Switch, you know? Like, they also said that there's going to be an app where you can stream your PC games to the Switch.
Yeah, I already signed up for that, but I'm
you know what? Oh, you know what would be like a really cute game? Wait a minute, it's like on the handheld part, that's touchscreen, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what would be a really cute game if they would actually bring that back over, and I would be so here for it. Do y'all remember? I mean, I don't know if you guys remember a game called Okami.
I do.
Oh, I would love for Okami to somehow make a return if they ever could. That'd be a good game on the Switch.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, was it? Yeah, because that one actually went fair. Well, I mean, not a lot of people knew, but if Nintendo actually, put some hype in behind it, I think people would like it.
I think Nintendo they just have to give Nintendo a minute to put out their first party shit to earn the money to justify the Switch, and then put get the third party.
And then what was it? But was it now? I don't know if you guys ever heard of this franchise, but I know Will has. Well, was it the Tales of series?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Why wouldn't they? I don't know why. It's like, okay, I know Bandai Namco, they do work with Nintendo. I'm like, I don't know, like a Tales of game on the Switch. I think that would be something that the Switch consumers would like. And basically, I mean, hell, with Nintendo, I'm like, y'all can promote that. That would be something I could see actually working. To be honest, I actually see the Tales of series a bit more on Nintendo than I do with Sony, but that's just me though. But still, I think that one could basically work. And then, like, I don't know. There's so many things that could basically actually work, but it's just like, I mean, of course they would have, they have to basically wait and see. It's like, okay, are people actually going to be here for this or not?
Well, I have a question. If we could just backpedal real quick.
How did you guys sign up for the PC app for the Switch?
It was on a website. What the hell? When I saw it was a thing on Facebook. A
When I
post on
get it,
Facebook.
Bill, I'll give if I get it, I'll give you mine.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just went through a post on Facebook and signed up.
Yeah, I did too. If
I don't remember the post.
If I get it, I'll give you mine.
Yeah.
Oh no, but can I ask a quick question though?
Yo.
So wait a minute. Has ARMS came out already? It came out, right?
Yeah, it came out last
week. Yeah.
Dang, nobody talking about it.
Right? It was
because
super
it
hype.
was all this hype and then it went ghost, yo.
Yeah, it definitely fell by the way. You know, honestly, there's been so many crazy stories this week that I'm not surprised it went by the wayside. You know,
like what?
Like Sony comparing all PC, Switch, and Xbox players to pedophiles.
Huh?
And yeah, they said they won't do crossplay for Rocket League or Minecraft because they can't protect the children on the other platforms.
That's weird. They've been concerned about the children.
They don't give a shit about that.
And PlayStation 3 was the #1 console to look up porn on.
Yeah. So they you know that and the whole Destiny bullshit with them holding back the Xbox One X to the same FPS frames a second as the PlayStation Pro, and they said that they're not going to make a 4K version of Destiny. I already canceled that shit. I was like, fuck you, Destiny 2, all right? Fuck you, Bungie. You know, I don't know if it's just super anti-consumerism right now going on, or if there's like some behind-the-scenes thing. But right now, the only people that are suffering are the players. You know, it doesn't matter what your platform of choice is. It should be all fair game. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That is crazy.
And don't sit there and say, "Oh, when you know your servers suck and you're constantly getting hacked, and you're gonna say that, oh, we don't want to cross play because
they gotta take all the help they could get at this point.
Yeah, they don't want to cross play because the children are at risk. Get the fuck out of here.
The children.
Think
about the children.
Me out on PlayStation.
Right. Like, I'm just sitting here like, okay, like, I'm going to be real with it. Like, I play Overwatch was on the PC, and it's just like...
the perfect game for the Switch, too.
Oh, Overwatch? Yes.
I would love that on the Switch.
What, Overwatch?
Yes.
Was it yes?
Overwatch would be the best, and it would be so... It's not even that graphically intense. That would be the best game to port over first-person.
Paladins.
Paladins, yep.
I can see
Nobody's talking about Battleborn, so...
No.
It's like, no.
Yeah, man, I just... it's just that really pissed me off. You know, it's like, just admit that you don't own your own servers, so that's why they always go down for 14 days at a time. You know? And don't sit here and call PC players. Even Nintendo is jumping in, and Nintendo is the family-friendly console. Don't tell me when I think of PlayStation, I think family-friendly. No, when I think of PlayStation, I think of Japanese RPGs and you know, exclusives 20 years down the road. I'm just kidding. That was a digging. Don't get me wrong. I love my PlayStation.
I played this one stuff. So was it? I mean, hell, that title more so goes to Square, if anything.
Yeah, I love my PlayStation, but don't feed me bullshit and call it chow mein. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the, don't be like, oh, you guys, we can't guarantee the safety of your children. It's like, come the fuck on.
That's like such a weak excuse too. It's like, think about the children. It's like, no care hurts, okay?
Yeah.
It's like how most of these parents nowadays will buy kids all these fucked up games.
Yeah, you know what? When Dead Rising 4 came out, I went to Toys R Us because they had some sort of exclusive or some shit, and there was a mom standing there buying Dead Rising 4 for her 6-year-old son.
Oh my goodness!
You know what I'm saying? It's like they don't care.
Did you tell her?
Yeah, I was like, that's violent as hell. She's like, oh, it doesn't matter, you know.
Oh my goodness!
It's what he likes. It's what he likes. I'm like, what the hell, dude?
What kind of a parent is that?
You know, the ones that don't really care.
6-year-old kids on these Call of Duty cussing your ass out when you be playing.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and they just don't care. You know what I mean? Half of them don't care what their kids are playing. The other half just don't have any clue. You know.
Will, we have not heard from you all episode. You awake?
Yeah, what the hell, Will? Come on.
I'm awake.
Come on, Will. Throw your 2 cents
Wake up,
in there.
Will.
What about basically the E3 stuff? Okay.
Either E3 or you could just go on in on the third.
Yeah, whatever you want, man.
Okay, well, my thoughts on E3 now that I had some time to sit on it in general, this E3 was pretty weak. In terms of other E3s and things like that, it's just when it comes to like the more powerful consoles such as PlayStation and Xbox, I have issues with them because they have been known to screw us over in terms of graphics. They show us this, but we get this. And honestly, like Watch Dogs. Watch Dogs that was literally the final straw where I don't believe in anything that Ubisoft ever throws my way. The Rainbow Six didn't look that way. For Honor didn't look that way. The Division didn't look that way. I mean, honestly, I could go on for days with the way that Ubisoft handles their games.
But fuck Ubisoft.
Yeah, fuck Ubisoft, man. Honestly, the only one that I'm actually excited about is the Mario Rabbids one. That's it.
Yeah, how do you screw that up, though, right?
Yeah, they can screw that up badly.
You're probably right.
I mean, honestly, though, I feel like when Nintendo's behind like a third-party support, the third party doesn't suck as bad. But what can I say in general? As far as it goes, honestly, I think Nintendo won everything, in my opinion. Reason why I say that Nintendo won is because of the fact that they just had more games that appealed to me. They had a new Kirby game, a new Yoshi game. Metroid Prime for 3. What?
Pokemon game in the works.
Yeah, Pokemon game in the works. The Metroid for the 3DS, the Amiibo, Super Mario Odyssey looked fucking amazing. Honestly, the Switch, I'm like, okay, cool. So at this point, a lot of people are talking about third-party support. You guys were talking about third-party support earlier, and honestly, my thoughts on that was that I already knew that Nintendo wasn't going to get third-party support. It is still early. Granted, it is still early in the console cycle. People probably thought that it was the Wii U and that it wasn't going to sell, so why would we go through all this man-hours to make a downgraded version for the Switch?
I said I genuinely hope it don't end up that way.
But honestly, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if it did.
Will, stop! Blasphemy!
No, I'm just telling you, I wouldn't be surprised. When I buy Nintendo for Nintendo products. If I know that my system is underpowered, I know that the third-party supporters are not going to make that game look as good as Nintendo makes their game look on their own console.
That's like God only knows.
I'm telling you. Because all it is going to be a watered-down version because the Switch isn't powerful enough. And honestly, it's going to be you're going to get an inferior version, regardless of what you want to believe. You're going to get an inferior version. And if you do get a third-party support, it's going to be an exclusive third party. That's it. So like they're gonna build a game from the ground up, but it'll only be for Switch. And honestly, don't expect games like Beyond Good and Evil 2 to come out on the Switch because it's not. Don't expect Destiny to come out. Don't expect Overwatch 2. Don't expect any of these games to come out because they're not gonna come out. I'm telling you, these people have their hopes so high on Nintendo. Now, I hope Nintendo proves me wrong. I hope to see these franchises on this system. I hope to. And honestly, I'm like with Nintendo. Nintendo has been the only company that game companies have been screwing us since day one. Always have, and they always will. But it's the amount of how they're doing it. Sony is really fucking up. Like they are ahead of the game and they are messing up everything that they have built. And Nintendo is actually starting to get ahead. Because the Switch is something that's unique that you can't really get. I mean, you can get it somewhere else and stuff, but this is something different. And the thing is that if Nintendo plays their cards right, oh my God, they could actually surpass PlayStation.
Yeah, like Nintendo's about to get the access to Xbox's servers, you know? Like,
yeah,
you know how valuable that is? Like, that's crazy.
It's absolutely valuable. And if that happens, oh my God, we could get games like Overwatch. We could.
Yeah, but we could get like the cloud-based game, you know?
Yeah, yeah, we could get all these cloud-based games on the Switch, which is amazing. The thing is that with the Switch, you know, there have been a lot of disappointments. Like, for example, that Monster Hunter game for the Switch is only a Japan exclusive.
Yeah,
it's not coming to the States. And then on top of that, the Monster Hunter that's coming for the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox, or is it a PlayStation 4 exclusive? I don't remember.
Nah, it's both.
It's both. Okay, so you know, I'm excited for that, but at the same time, I'm just like, Nintendo Switch needs a Monster Hunter. Like, why won't you localize that? But whatever.
They might, like I said, they might be testing the waters with this one coming out when they're porting. Just like with Pokken Tournament, they're testing the waters, you know, see if people will actually care about that thing, or if it's just the 3DS people care about playing Pokemon on, you know.
Yeah.
Well, it's not even
Monster Hunter.
Well, it's not even just that though. It's just the fact that like this is the only console that basically is coming out. There's like this is like the only like console / handheld that's gonna be around for a while. So it's like Game Freak. It's like y'all kind of gonna have to basically work with the Switch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I hope that even if we don't get ports of these games, I hope they have like there's smaller studios working on exclusives for the Switch. You know what I mean? Like we don't need I don't need that AAA blockbuster first-person shooter experience on the Switch. I don't play it for that. You know what I mean? I play it for the more intimate like Zelda or. You know, like even ARMS is all right. I can't wait for Splatoon. That's going to be my competitive shooter on.
Right, like I mean,
Switch,
hell,
you know?
like I told him, I said, hell, was it with the Switch? I mean, I wouldn't even be mad if you got more games where it's like I don't know, like you get games where it's like they're just was it say like you just want like a game that you can just chill and play, just like pass the time by while you're on the bus or while you're on a plane. Just if you cater more just to the casual audience, I mean, even that's fine.
Yeah,
as long as it's something enjoyable. Hell, it don't gotta be something all in deep and in depth. Like in this desolate, dark wasteland of the world, it's just dark and evil, and serious things are happening at serious times at all serious hours of the day. It's like I don't need that all the time. I just want something I can just kick it to. You know what I'm saying? Just something maybe I can like play. Hey, well, I don't know, like maybe like I don't know, I'm watching someone or something to distract the kid. That's all you got to do, in my opinion. It's like, anything can be good. You just have to be able to make it appealing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that dang hard, but I mean, like I said though, it also works both ways. People have to these people, they have to listen to what people want, and y'all got to go actually and support them.
Yeah, they have been. They have been like, I believe Nintendo has been listening to the fans this time. You know
Oh no, I'm
what I
talking
mean?
about
Like,
even with third party though
Well,
too.
then they need to get that damn chat shit situated.
Right? Like
that's
I'm
ridiculous.
sorry. Like
If
I
I
don't.
have to hit, okay, so I've seen the Nyko put out a bunch of promos from E3. There's like a new battery pack coming, a actual case that's a battery pack, but then they have this freaking thing that hooks to the it's an actual controller. The hell is that thing? The controller grip. You know what I'm talking about? The way you slip your Joy-Cons into them.
Right.
Yeah, it has a flip up screen or a screen holder for your phone.
Right.
So you have to. It'll hold your phone so you can plug the headset in and then plug it into the
hell no.
the Switch at the same time. I'm like, if that's the way it is, I'm just gonna be. I'll be honest. We're gonna be having a lot of Google Hangouts.
Okay, but can I? No, but I'm gonna be honest, and I'm gonna basically also be real. Going back really quickly. Now, now this is more so with first party though than more so with third party. Now, and this is again, I need to address Game for Free because I need a moment with them. Okay, and Nintendo. So as we all know, this is basically you have to pay for the online at some point in period of time. Correct?
Next year, yeah.
Now, well, and I know you've already thought about it, but this is pretty much going to be the future of Pokemon. If you want to be able to trade over your mons and shit, you're going to have to basically you have to pay for the fucking online. I'm thinking to myself, like, this is really going to fucking...
It's like $25 a year.
Well, I know, but you got to remember, though, but you got to basically remember, though, I'm just like, there's a lot of, I don't know, I'm just like, oh, God, I'm just...
Honestly, look,
I just wish they never did the online.
I factored it in to the final purchases. $20 a year is a hell of a lot better than $60 a year.
Sir.
No, I'm not saying that
honestly,
it's not better.
and if you can pile on, just buy three, and then you're good for 3 years. And then
I'm not saying that
it's
not good. It's just the factor of just like I'm just like with certain games, like with Pokemon, I'm just like, why would y'all basically do like this online, like this paid online? Like, I don't know. I'm just fully not even here for it. But I mean, at the same time, it's just like, will I buy it? Yes.
I get it.
It really depends on what games support online. You know what I mean? Like, we know
Pokemon is
going
very heavily like they within like the last few years have heavily gotten to a point where like yes, they've depended on online a lot more because of the fact like they've depended more so like online because I mean hell it's just like for instance like what is it I'm just sitting there thinking to myself like okay so how y'all gonna take care of specific issues as far as like like was it as far as like people I'm just in my mind I'm just thinking in my mind just forgive me
I know that with the Wii U, Splatoon ran pretty good and Mario Kart 8 ran pretty good, but Smash Brothers ran like shit, in my opinion. And I couldn't get a lot of online matches with Smash the way I wanted to. So at this point, if Nintendo Switch, if I had to pay $20 and I get a way better experience than I did with the, if I get a way better experience, then I would be okay with that. I would be okay with paying, no problem. But
plus, I'm glad they fixed that thing with the Netflix style old games. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think that's cool. The thing is that the only issues that I have with this whole entirety of all this is that okay, you're not always guaranteed access to having video games. So I want to know how that virtual library is going to work. I mean, not video games. You're not always going to have access to the internet. So like, let's say that you're in the car, and let's say that you don't want to waste your hotspot because you're low on data, but you want to play online or you want to play, your virtual console games or whatever they're going to call it, and you want to play that. How are they going to allow you to play that? Like,
if they do it right, if they do it right, like Xbox does, they'll let you download it for offline play. If they do it like PlayStation, then you're screwed.
Yeah. That's another thing that Nintendo's actually doing right.
Because I don't know. It's just like, I don't know. It's just, ugh.
It's like even the Game Pass shit for Xbox is downloadable for offline play. You know what I mean? If they do it like that, that's fine. But if they do it like where like the PlayStation Now or whatever, where you have to be online, you're basically screwed. You're only going to be able to play those games at home, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I don't.
And,
But
one of
given
the cool things that I like though is the fact that they are making all of the older games multiplayer.
That's awesome.
That's fucking cool. Like I love the whole like you can play Balloon Fight or Mario Brothers 3 or maybe in the future Donkey Kong Country or just like oh my god, couch multiplayer games on multiplayer. That is freaking cool. Like could you imagine where streams can go by playing classic retro games multiplayer?
Stupid.
Yeah.
That is insane. Like you and your friend could play Donkey Kong and then okay, you got to beat the level together as opposed to trying to beat it.
No, why do you think like I was saying like with Golden Sun? Like I would love to see what they could basically do with it now compared to then. And you know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, I wouldn't mind a Golden Sun. I would be excited.
Play online Contra.
Oh yeah, Contra would be fun too. Yeah. Oh, that would be fun.
Mm-hmm. And even with Okami, you could basically you could definitely do something with that.
Oh yeah. See, plus you gotta think,
do everything.
You're paying $20 for their servers, which is, you know what I mean? Like their servers, that's what you're paying, the 20 to 60 or whatever for Xbox and the 60 for PlayStation. But you got to look at it. That's basically what you're paying for, is for them to have their servers up and running. You know.
Mm-hmm.
And it sucks, but at least it's only $20 for now.
True.
You know? Hopefully they don't. Hopefully they don't go crazy and start being like, "Here's a $10 price hike for no reason," Sony.
Oh right. I'm just like, okay. I'm just like, Nintendo, please don't be getting too crazy with it because
that shit better run like butter.
Yeah, like
I can't tell you how many times I've been disconnected from Mario Kart. All right.
Oh right, like don't be like I said, because child, I will feel all kinds of ways if you are charging me $60 for a $2 experience.
Mm-hmm.
I will feel all kinds of ways.
$60 for a $2 experience.
Yeah.
I mean, for real. I mean, well,
you
ain't lying. No, you ain't lying.
I'm like, Sony, hi. We really gonna go there? Yeah. I mean,
they're
still.
Saying, oh, sorry. I was reading the comments on.
No, you fine. But still, but like I said, it's just like, I mean, I'm like I said, I'm just like, Nintendo, please, just don't get too. That's the one thing I'm like, Nintendo, don't get too crazy with it, because y'all ain't in the boat to basically be crazy with it, especially when you already have a system that's pretty much a downgraded version of basically of what's already out. It's just, I'm just like, please don't.
Yeah.
Just because people buy into the shit ain't meaning that people gonna buy into everything. Okay? Hey, because I'm sorry. I'm just like, no, if you gonna give me a downgraded version and give me a downgraded price. Thank you.
Well, third party is not going to do that. Third party let's just say they wanted to put Destiny 2 on the Switch. Now we know that it will have to be downgraded a little bit because hell, Destiny 1 was on the 360 and PS3. Yeah. So, I mean, it's not that intense that the Switch couldn't handle it. It'd just be just look at it this way, Dre. The PlayStation 4, Xbox One is what do you call it? Like the PC it's in the high specs.
Yeah.
So the Switch is in the mid grade. That's all it is. You switch it from medium to high settings. That's it. That's all it is between the Switch and the and this current generation. That's all it is, because the Switch can run Unreal Engine 4, and basically majority of third party is using Unreal Engine 4 because they have their own engine. Now,
how do you guys usually play the Switch? Do you play handheld or in a dock?
I normally play dock.
Okay, well, here's a good thing about it. Like, honestly, you can have it at 1080p or even 720, and it still look all right on the regular television. But when you undock it, when you have it in a handheld mode, you don't need 4K visuals on a 6-inch screen. You know what I mean? Like, That's
Right.
ridiculous, but it can be done. It's just what extent are they going to go to? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't know because
No, I
Sony
know.
seems.
Well, no, I know that. Look, I'm not saying it was it though. I know that basically, like, what it was that the Switch is basically he not. I know that the Switch is not super far behind. Like I said, like isn't it like it's right there where basically it's just a little bit better than what the PS3 and Xbox 360 was.
Yeah, it's a little bit less than the Xbox One.
Yeah, the
It's a
Switch is.
little bit less than a regular vanilla Xbox One.
But
Yeah,
I mean, but still, no, but it's still technically the down. But it's still technically on the low. But it's still basically on the lower end of all three.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
but
saying. I'm
it's
just
still
saying that I don't want
more
Nintendo to
impressive.
think. I just don't want Nintendo thinking that hey, they gonna be able to charge freaking Microsoft and Sony prices when literally
They're
it's like,
already trying that shit.
it's
I
like,
mean,
honey, just
that Rhyme game was. I mean, they fixed it thankfully, but they were charging people $10 extra to produce those cartridges. So yeah, everything was $10 more. Like, what the hell was it? Puyo Puyo Tetris was $10 more on the Switch than it was on the Xbox One or on the PS4. So
wait, why was it?
because of the cartridge, because they said the cartridge cost so much to produce. It's a lot more than a CD, or a Blu-ray disc.
Wait, what you mean as far? Well, what is it? But
So
isn't it
they're
because
passing that price on to you, basically.
okay? But wait, but like, wait a minute. Is it so? What was it? So that way, it's basically like it tastes nasty or whatever.
No, just the
Yes.
actual cartridge. But then they didn't put any parity between that and a digital. Like that's the big thing that drives me nuts. Is I'm getting charged the same price for a digital copy of a game as I am as a physical copy of a game. You know what I mean? But they do that because they don't want to piss off GameStop, Best Buy, those places that sell their games.
Yeah.
But Nintendo said that those little tiny cartridges actually cost more to produce than a Blu-ray disc. So it's $10 more basically that they're trying to say. So that they're going to try to charge you $10 more than an Xbox or PS4 game of the same game. If it's like an indie game, if it's a main title, it's always going to be 60, I think. That Rhyme game was going to be $10 more than on Switch when it comes out, but they changed it because people went crazy. So it's just like, pick your battles. You know what I mean? Like, you want people to buy these games, but then you're charging them crazy prices. You're charging them more than a console that can do 10 times. Not 10 times. Maybe 5 times the power of your console. You know what I mean? It's like, why would people choose that over? Why would they choose that over a PS4 or an Xbox One? You just have to appeal to a broader audience. Not like nickel and dime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I just hope their servers can handle it because if you're going to start paying for it, I want proper servers that can get me online. And like Will said, when the inevitable Super Smash Brothers comes out, I don't want to be dropping and lagging like crazy like I was with the Wii U.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, Dirty, you got a Switch?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you play online on there? Do you like any of the online games?
Yeah, I play the Street Fighter, Ultra Street Fighter 2 online.
How's the online in that?
I only ran into out of the maybe 20 plus matches. I probably ran into 2 matches that kind of stuttered a little, but then the pace picked back up.
Okay.
So I basically been playing like if I was playing against the AI. The online is just like you're playing against the AI. It's smooth.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah, that's something that we can look forward to. I hope, with smooth online. Like, Will, have you played any Mario Kart 8 in a while?
I played it around the time that it first came out. Maybe the earliest that I played it was sometime in May, but I haven't played it since.
Okay.
So
I just remember the servers
based
were
on my experience, I had not a single problem with Mario Kart 8.
See, that's good.
Honestly,
They're off to a good start,
Kicked out of on the Wii U. At least me, I always had server issues on the Wii U on Mario Kart 8.
On Mario Kart.
It
was always like an issue, that you would get kicked out a lot more. But this time, I never had an issue where I got kicked out. But then again, I can't speak for anybody else because I haven't had a chance to really play this with like a lot of people that are just my friends, and then we were kind of chatting about it while we were playing. But yeah, I mean, normally my connection is really good with Nintendo products. It's only Smash Brothers and some Pokken tournament that really throws me off, and those are the ones that I want to play the most online, and I can't because there's always an issue with the internet. Like it'll just always lag, or there'll always be something like that. So I hope that if they by the way, Nintendo, if you do make a Super Smash Brothers for the Switch,
Nintendo actually gonna watch his video.
Well, I'm talking just in case you never freaking know. You never know. Okay, so anyways, if you're making Super Smash Brothers for the Nintendo Switch and you're making a deluxe version where it has extra modes, extra stages, or whatever, well, one, please do give me extra stages. But if you don't give me extra stages, give me a tournament mode, please.
That'd be cool.
I need a tournament mode badly. Please give me a tournament mode and allow me to choose to turn off stage hazards, and allow me to please allow me to choose the stages. Like, please, I need this. Like, you need to give me a tournament mode like immediately, because now that I'm streaming, I need that for my Smash Brothers. Okay, and end scene. Honestly, that's all I could say. I mean, honestly, with Nintendo, okay, I mean, I know that we're talking mostly about Nintendo, but honestly, who feels that PlayStation kind of bombed this year?
Me.
Like, they really messed it up. Like God of War was okay. I mean, it was okay, but it didn't make me go, whoa! Like, no, it didn't make me do that.
Okay, wait a minute. Do you mean compared to itself or compared to overall?
Well, if you're just comparing it to itself, I feel like Xbox did a better job at executing the games that they had versus Sony. The only thing that Sony had that wowed me was Spider-Man, but basically everything that they showed, they didn't show anything new. They showed everything that they showed last year. That's it. That's all they showed. The only thing that I was like super pumped about that Sony is getting is the fact that Undertale is coming to the PlayStation 4. That's it. That's the only thing I was super excited about. I'm like, oh my God, Undertale's coming to the PS4. Holy shit. I'm like, I wonder how that's going to work. But now that I know that you could actually stream PC games on the Switch, you don't really need Undertale on the PS4. You have Undertale on the Switch now.
I mean, so
that's cool.
But like, I don't know. Like, for me, it's just like, I mean, okay, if you're basically saying like compared to like previous years, here's like if you're just comparing it to itself, oh yeah, this was like the most lackluster, or was it for Sony? But this overall, like I would not say that Sony was the worst overall all this year. No,
I think.
Well, no, I'm not talking about I'm talking about in terms of like the major parties, like Microsoft, PlayStation, and the Nintendo. And the Nintendo. The reason why. Look, let me tell you why. Let me explain my reasoning. Okay, normally with Xbox, when it came to Xbox, I was not expecting it. I was not expecting Xbox to be good. So I went in with very low expectations. And so they exceeded the expectations that I originally had for it. So I was enjoying myself with the Xbox because they went from game after game after game after game after game after game. They just were talking game after game after game.
There was a lot of talking though, and it was like so much.
No, there was talking. There was talking. There were certain parts like in the beginning, it was like that, but then when it was picking up, it picked up. When it came to Sony, Sony was showing game after game after game, same thing as that. But the problem was that their press conference felt so short. I'm so used to PlayStation having very long press conferences. Like they'll go all out. But what they did was that they did that stupid thing before, which I didn't know was part of the show. That I didn't know. I was like trying to look, where does the press conference start? So I'm like looking. And instead they're just like these people talking outside on this podium thingy or this little desk that's outside, and they're saying, "Oh, look, these little games that are coming out." I'm like, "Am I supposed to be watching this?"
They didn't even talk about one of the coolest looking games of the whole conference, that vampire game. That shit looks awesome.
Yeah, that does look awesome.
They should have showed that instead of games that are not even coming out like ever. Like
I know everything that they're coming out is coming out next year.
Drove me crazy. It was literally last year's. It was literally last year's E3, just less games.
But that's what we saw a lot, though. But whenever I watch E3, I don't expect to see like a whole lot of games coming out this year. I expect to see basically games that are coming out in the future.
Well, all the games that Xbox announced are coming out this year. The games that Switch, not all the games that Switch. A couple of bombs are. Couple of bombshells are like how good Odyssey looked.
Okay, now this is what I will say. Now, if you're basically saying in terms of like, okay, who basically did better as far as like showcasing their games, yeah, that's Microsoft basically wins because basically they did actually show off of the games and not CGI trailers. But as far as like presentation, as far as like overall, like.
No, this is the reason why I have issues with PlayStation. Is that every game that they showed, we already saw, minus the games that already came out this year. Yeah, that is all it was. It was the same thing. I didn't know that. Then they showed The Last of Us 2 last year, but then they don't show it this year. Mm-hmm. We don't see nothing on Red Dead Redemption 2. We don't see nothing on like big games that normally PlayStation is known for. They were supposed to show. We didn't see nothing on Final Fantasy 7. Kingdom Hearts was a separate thing. And if they didn't do that separate thing, we wouldn't have seen Kingdom Hearts. Honestly, PlayStation didn't have anything except for the fact that they announced Monster Hunter, but that's coming out on Xbox anyway. And the thing is that I understand that the majority of Xbox games that they showed are also coming out on Sony or they're timed exclusives or something like that. But at the same time, I feel like in terms of execution, Xbox had more to offer this year than Sony did. And though I love the Spider-Man game, like that blows my mind. I did like God of War. I did like a lot of games. That vampire game that they showed, I loved a lot of the things.
How cool was that, dude?
They didn't execute it.
No, they definitely did not.
Okay, I'm trying to think. It's like I said, the only game I remember that I actually did my God game, and I want to get the
No, you
went out for a little bit.
Yeah, you went out.
The only game. That was the only game.
What up, kissing me?
The only game I remember that was like actually like what was it? What was that game called? It was like Bloodstained or something.
Was it? It wasn't Bloodstained.
It was some game.
Code Vein.
That's it. It was like Bloodstained, Code Vein. Something. I was around with something.
Yeah.
That was like the only thing I remember. I was just like, oh yeah, I like that. Anything else, I was just kind of like, with it on. I was just like, no.
The thing is with the console wars, all right? It's stupid. Like really. What? No matter what. Okay, so I looked it up, and console launch exclusive means that the game has already been on PC. So it's still exclusive to Xbox, but it's going to launch on console for Xbox, but it's already been on PC. You know what I mean? That's what that console launch exclusive. Like people were pissed because they found out that PUBG is only going to be Xbox and PC. They thought console launch exclusive meant that it was coming to PS4 also, but sorry to say it's not, you know? Same thing with the culling, I mean, and all those indie games that everybody are loving right now, but on the PC. But like, people didn't understand what the words meant, so they were like instantly like, well, it's coming to PS4 anyway, so Xbox loses. They still have no exclusives. But I'm like, it really doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like, whether you're playing on PlayStation, PC is going to look the best any way you go.
Yeah.
Right? But it's going to cost the most. Okay? Xbox One X is going to be the best place to play your console games when it comes to games that aren't either Sony-based or have the marketing rights to Sony. That's what worries me so much about one of my most anticipated games, which is Red Dead Redemption 2. Sony has the marketing rights to that. Are they going to force Rockstar to dumb down the game for the PlayStation Pro in order to kind of stick it to Xbox, or keep parity between the PlayStation Pro, which is obvious? I mean, we've heard from a lot of different developers that aren't Sony-based that have been saying that it is the inferior product. You know what I mean? Like, it cannot handle native 4K on a lot of games. Only older games, racing games, sports games, that kind of stuff. But like, are they gonna use their marketing rights to hold back games for the pure fact that they're winning the console war? But are they going to just get? It just seems a little underhanded to me. I'm not saying Xbox wouldn't do it if they had the chance, but you know, a year or two ago, it was like everyone was like, "Oh, we don't want any parity." There's a huge difference between 1080p and 900p, so why should we be held back on the PlayStation because Xbox is less powerful, you know? But now, since the tables have turned, it's like everybody's like, "Oh, we can't have different parity," you know what I mean? If they get native 4K, why can't we get native 4K? Which,
But
at the end of the day, it's just brighter colors, darker blacks, and you could be able to see more. But it doesn't make the game better. You know what I mean?
yeah, that's what I was going to say. I'm like, well, if you can play it on the Pro and it's upscaled to 4K, the game's still not ugly. So I don't understand. The people are tripping over is, well, I don't want their system to have today's people 900. You can't tell the difference.
Yeah, you cannot tell the difference unless you're standing on top of that bitch. You cannot tell the difference. Like, I don't care what anybody said. You can definitely tell the difference between HDR and no HDR. Like with the colors, that you can definitely tell. But like, as far as if I see the individual hairs on a dude's arm in Madden 18, that's not exciting me. You know what I mean? A compelling story is exciting me. Graphics do matter. Don't get me wrong. But I don't care if the PlayStation has the same graphics or not. But don't hold back the other one just because you're bitter. You know what I mean?
But see, Papa, that's why I was saying that there was no need for the Pro, the S, and the Scorpion right now. I mean the One X right now.
No, they should have waited till next generation. But I have a big feeling that we're not going to get many more generations. I think we're just going to get iterations of like different. I think we'll get an Xbox. I really hope it's not called the 2. But
watch it be the 2.
That would be so stupid. Like, Xbox One X is the stupidest name I've ever. And if you shorten it up, it's just Xbox. It's XBOX. But still, it's still stupid. They should have stuck with Scorpio. Got
a couple comments. First off, shout out to Kiss-to-Me. I hope I'm saying your name correctly. I'm not going to try to pronounce your last name because it's impossible. So Kimmy, and shout out to Miss K. What up, Miss K?
Yeah, Miss K.
Miss K, Kasami, how you doing?
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
you got it. All right. So there you go.
Yeah, it's Kasami Hoshigaki.
There you go. Will said it.
But,
All right. So there's a couple comments. First off, Kasami said PS is still winning the console wars, even though tons of people are going to say PC is the master race, which it is. It's like a trend of bullshit. And they also said my brother has a Pro and a 4K TV, and to be honest, I don't see much change.
I mean, you won't.
Reinhardt. Okay, now I remember you. I've seen
yeah.
chat before. Hi, Reinhardt.
Yeah.
Oh my
what
God.
up, Lisa Howard? Lisa's in the building. So what up, Lisa?
I love that EJ Johnson is talking about the
Emoji
movie.
I'm like, we're not talking about movies. We're talking about games. But if there's an emoji movie game that's coming out, then it's gonna suck.
Not
Wait, hold on.
But either way, honestly, to respond to him, I agree 100%. The emoji movie is going to suck.
Okay, we're not gonna talk about no emoji movie. Okay,
I have to say, I'm like, what's an emoji movie?
No.
Okay, we could tie it back to somehow back to a game. Okay, so basically what he's trying to say is the Emoji Movie is a part of Sony Pictures. Sony Pictures is in a huge, they're underwater a lot, and that's a part of the Sony brand. And if they don't sell these great movies, I think the only movie they're going to have this summer that is going to be worth a damn is Spider-Man. And that's just because Marvel came in. But what?
No.
My bad.
I'm like, you're really reaching there. I'm like, I admire the reachingness, but
yeah, my bad. All I'm saying is that'll just be one more division Sony has to sell off. You know what I'm saying? And then they'll only have the PlayStation.
Yeah.
Reinhardt said, I'm just saying it sounds bad.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, it sounds horrible.
Oh my God.
Can you imagine seeing a shit emoji on
oh my God, I can't. I genuinely can't.
All right, back to E3. Back to E3. Reel it in, guys.
Okay.
E3.
All right.
Okay. What was your favorite part of E3?
Mario Odyssey. And Metroid Prime 4 reveal and Pokemon RPG. I honestly cannot decide between those. I honestly cannot decide between
if I had to say, let me think. If I had to say who I liked overall, I would actually have to go with Nintendo, sadly. Well, not sadly, but I'm just like, well, out of everyone, yeah, Nintendo kind of brought it compared to the other. There's still, even though, like, I don't know, for me, Microsoft was a bit of a snooze fest for me because there was way too much talking and like just it was a bit drawn out for me.
You're right, but it was drawn out in a good way because they actually had games this year. They weren't like like I said, if you're going off of like, okay, fine, who actually had games, basically, like who was like shown as far as showing off their games? Yes, basically they won on that. Do I feel like that? Okay, it wasn't the best way. No, because it was way too long. It was way too drawn out. And then, mind you, I couldn't stand the fact that they had the nerve to try to pass off indie titles as exclusives, like if they some hot shit. When I'm like, stop, just stop. Oh, come on! You know, PUBG is up to 4 million people playing
title that you're trying to step off as an exclusive. Stop it. Okay, just.
Well, that's on the same level. Sony tries to pass off JRPGs that only 13 people play as exclusives. So. In America, I mean.
First of all, no. JRPG, he is actually a very big category. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you talking to a JRPG fanatic right there.
Yeah. Honey, you're one of the 14 people.
I like JRPGs too, but I want to see more than that. I like JRPGs.
No, there's as many RPG fans as there are Final Fantasies.
15. About 13 people. Excuse me, only 13.
I'm joking. It was a joke. Calm down. It was a joke.
It was
All right,
don't get
I'll
him
give you
started,
this
Will.
much. I'll give you this much. All right, I've
No.
never been an RPG fan, but damn, if that damn South Park wasn't my favorite part, I cannot wait to play that.
Oh no, that shit. Oh yeah, that shit was fun.
That shit was funny, and I like what do you say, Reinhardt? I like his all the cringy ass moments from E3 was great. Like that stupid ass YouTube dude who was like, "Hey, I'm a YouTuber. You know me." Like,
Oh
no,
my
I don't.
God,
I don't know who the hell
No,
you are.
I'm like, who is this? He
Oh,
is
Yeah, I don't know
he's
you.
worse than whoever he is.
He's from Prank versus Prank, basically. I
And,
know who
and
he
then
is. He was so nervous though.
he was like, "This is the producer, Marcus. What's up, Nick?" That was my favorite part, yo.
I was like, oh my God. I'm like, for real? Like,
And then they showed more. I didn't even know there was more when they were down customizing the cars and stuff. He was like, "Yeah, you can customize."
it was so bad. It was so
Wasn't that the guy that made the comment? He was like, "Well, enough of this. Now I just want to see the games or something like that." And I'm like,
Yeah.
what? I'm like, who are you?
No, I think it was just like I said, I just think the fact that he was just nervous because, like I said, he's not used to doing like those type of like events and stuff like that. So,
Did you guys see? I don't know if you guys watched it, but I watched the highlights of it. The Devolver Digital press conference where like the lady's head exploded and they were yelling about games that are getting early released from like concept. She's like, "Oh, we have concept art games that we're putting on early release for like $30 and shit." It was crazy. And then there was people having seizures on the damn stage and
What?
like, yeah, go back and watch it. It's crazy. Okay.
I'm like, wait a minute. Go back and watch what now?
Devolver Digital, okay? It is insane. Like, I could not believe this was a part of E3. There was a lady on a computer who was like foaming at the mouth.
Put that link in the chat or whatever,
All right.
and I'll check it out.
Yeah, it was crazy, man. I agree with EJ though. EA did suck bad. They came out. How could they come out with all
sports?
How could they come out with drums and Tom Brady shirts and not have Tom Brady there? You know what I mean?
Well, they had him in spirit.
No, I'm sorry. EA is like Ubisoft, always doing the most. I'm just like, stop.
I thought Ubisoft was actually one of the best. I think just because they had a lot of cringe. Like when Miyamoto went up with that Eves guy and had the little gun thing.
That was horrible.
That was so bad. I was like, what the hell?
Bad.
Like, what the hell is happening here? This is awful.
It looked freaky just because of Miyamoto, because he always smiling hard.
Yeah. He is smiling hard as a bitch. Like, I'm gonna get your money. I'm gonna kidnap your kids. Nintendo.
Oh nah.
On stage with toys and stuff.
He's like, I brought you a gift. Here's some toys we can play with. They're like 150-year-old men.
I was like, what? I was just like, what? Like,
Culture, man, they do that. They like stuff. It's not weird to them. You know what I'm saying? It's weird to us because we don't do it.
Wait a minute.
I do it.
Yeah, I know.
How every time they was talking about Splatoon 2, the dude Jack contorts himself to look like the number 2. Like it was just funky.
That was funny as hell.
I'm like, why?
So they talked about I saw he said Konami. I saw they talked about that the hell is that game Metal Gear Survive? They talked about it, but they didn't show it. I will not touch that damn game with a 10-foot pole. Anything Konami does is shit now. I don't know. I don't know if Kojima put a curse on them, but I mean, come on, man. Another zombie survival horror that you slap Metal Gear Solid on it, and you're like, yep, that wins. You know, that'll be our game. That'll be our game, our forefront game. You have the rights to Metal Gear Solid. you rip this guy's, his baby away from him, and you're gonna put a fucking survival horror zombie game? Get the fuck out of here! Stick to pachinko.
Mm.
I don't know about you, but that shit just pisses me off. I love Metal Gear Solid, but you could tell Kojima was pissed off because he went $60 million over budget on Metal Gear Solid 5. He's like fuck you, I'm spending all your pachinko machine money.
Mm.
Oh man,
Yeah, I'm spending all your pachinko.
That was still my least favorite Metal Gear was that Metal Gear 5.
Yeah,
it was. Man, that game took forever to complete. I'm like, really? Like, I've been playing this game for like 80 hours. When is it going to be complete?
Then you had to keep. Then the online they tried to do the microtransactions with the stupid mother base.
What do you mean, like with the story, or just like?
Yeah, the story took forever.
Story took forever, and if you didn't know what you was doing, you would still be playing side missions to this day.
Yep. Yeah, it's crazy. But they're going in a different direction. I'm not sure what it is, but I'm not gonna play that shit. I'll wait for Death Stranding.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I thought Ubisoft did good this year. I mean, out of all the cringiest ass conferences like Bethesda and the 50 million times I'm gonna play Skyrim.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on, man. Really? That one game got me wanting VR. That
Skyrim though.
Skyrim's good, but Jesus, man, I don't need it on 700 different platforms.
But you can play as Link.
Already got its time. That's the thing.
I mean,
that's
like,
why people are
yeah,
upset.
they-
Like, why are you showing us Skyrim when we already why are you showing us Skyrim? Why are you wasting your
I feel like
time?
I feel like they all
As Link.
They won't. They
No,
won't.
okay, no, you need to stop.
Nintendo should have just showed that off in their press conference. But I guess
Yeah, I don't know why they
Bethesda
didn't show that off in their
nothing.
press conference.
Bethesda has nothing to show. That's why they have nothing to show.
They had a DLC and Wolfenstein 2, and that was it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Which,
And was that even really interesting in itself?
Wolfenstein 2 looks all right. I like the alternate history story, but at the end of the day, it's just another shooter. You know what I mean? Like Metro 2030.
But isn't it like what they mainly do though is shooters?
Yeah, but that's the shooters and Dungeons Dragons type shit.
Reinhardt said, "What about Beyond Good and Evil?"
That looks
I'm excited
amazing.
for that.
I actually re-downloaded
But there was
it.
no
and I'm
gameplay.
playing
I
it.
wanted to see gameplay. That's all I wanted. But
CG. That was CG right there. Yeah.
that
That
was
was
all
definitely
CG.
CG.
Mm-hmm.
And because it's Ubisoft, it's Ubisoft now and not Ubisoft then. I don't know how I feel 100% about it. I want to say that, I'm excited about it, but I'm not trying to be excited about it.
I'm happy they kept the
Until
same
I see gameplay,
writer.
and honestly, when I see gameplay, it's not gonna be. I'm like, I need to see that on a console. I need to see that running on my PlayStation 4 or my Xbox. I need that to be playing on my system, so that way I don't get that bullshit PC port that doesn't even look that good on PC.
Yeah.
I don't need that.
I'm just glad that they got back the same writer and the same game director, and they look so passionate when they were standing up there saying, it took forever.
They were crying, yes.
Oh,
It took forever.
Crying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It took forever, but they're putting the game out, and I think that a game like that is going to get all the nurturing and care it needs. You know what I mean? Like Ubisoft.
Wait a minute, what game?
Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Yeah, that's where they were called.
I think that Ubisoft knows that they're going to have a hit on their hands because the first one was not a hit, but it was a cult classic. But you know what I mean? Like, it was not a hit by any means. But people loved it so much that every single year after that, they were like, where's Beyond Good and Evil 2? Where's Beyond Good and Evil 2? And now that they made it more adult, it was one of the first was one of the first games that we had a black female lead. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And albeit that her partner was a giant pig, which is pretty funny, but it just showed that these people cared about storytelling, and they're going to continue to care about the storytelling. And Ubisoft definitely has a hit on their hands, like just from a CG trailer. That was one of the only things I didn't mind seeing a CG trailer. I hate when they use in-game engine footage. It's like it's bullshit. It can change at any time.
Yeah.
But as that game, we don't know what it's going to look like, so we can't be disappointed yet. And it might be 2-3 years down the road, but we know we got something good coming.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Papa.
No, I was gonna say that Reinhardt talked about Origins. Assassin's Creed.
Oh
yeah, Assassin's Creed Origins. Yeah.
I mean,
I'm excited for that actually because I like Egypt, but it's a Ubisoft game though.
it looks good.
It looks good, but it's a Ubisoft game though.
Yeah.
True.
At least they're being upfront and saying that they're not gonna. I mean, that's one of the games that the Xbox One X is gonna checkerboard dynamic 4K or whatever the hell that.
So basically, wait a minute. None of these systems will be doing true 4K, correct? They're
not only PC. If is it even coming out on PC? I don't know if it is Assassin's Creed a PC game normally?
No.
I'm not for certain. Will?
What?
Yeah,
Assassin's
I don't know.
Creed game?
Yeah, Assassin's Creed's PC game.
Well, they do put it on PC, but it's mostly advertised for console.
Oh, okay. So neither one is going to be true 4K. They're saying that they're going to checkerboard super sampling for both console,
including the X.
Yeah, including the X.
Yeah.
It goes back to that whole. I told you it goes back to the whole no
But why
parity
did they
thing.
feel the need to make a brand new console when they already made one?
Exactly.
That's the thing I don't get. I mean, I understand that if it's going to play games more powerfully, but if you can play them on the original Xboxes, why would you buy this one?
Exactly.
It's for the people that want to say, and I'm one included. Okay, it's people that want to say that they have the best experience possible on a console. I'm not including PC.
But
PC's not
I'm glad
included in
you
that.
at least
saying
included
you
yourself
may
in
as well
that.
just build a PC or buy a PC. If
But
that's
the difference between that is you can't even get checkerboard 4K for $500 on a PC.
No, it's at least.
If you care about 4K and you care about shaders and shit I'd never even heard of, then get a PC or get the Xbox One X.
Xbox is just going too far, in my opinion. I agree with you, Reinhardt.
For this generation, I would agree. But the thing is, they waited a year so they could get the cheaper parts. They got cheaper parts that work just as good as the more expensive parts, like compared to what they
but no offense to Obama, but you was defending them
like
no, but you would but he was defending them. What was it? Was it back a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah, but I had time to think about it, and for the most part, yes, I think it is a necessary upgrade to try to close the gap between PlayStation and Xbox. Do I think the PlayStation 5 is going to be out within the next 2 years? No, I don't think that. I think they're going to.
What if it is though? What if it does?
That would be stupid because there's 60 million, supposedly 60 million people. I'm doing air quotes that have a PlayStation 4. Could you imagine how pissed you would be if you just got in?
Very pissed. They would be so pissed they would want to kill everybody. I mean, I would be mad as hell.
Can you imagine that? You're like, I can't wait, man. I'm gonna get that Horizon Zero Dawn 2, that Last of Us 2, And then all of a sudden, E3 2019 shows up, and they're like, Last of Us 2, PlayStation 5 exclusive. You'd be like, fuck you, PlayStation. Fuck you up the ass. You know?
It would be PlayStation. It would be PlayStation 2003 all over again. 2006
Yeah, exactly.
all over again.
But, exactly. I think that if Xbox had come out last year with the X, that people would be less. I think people are expecting a new console generation within the next 2 to 3 years.
Yeah, and
I don't think we're gonna get it.
I'm telling y'all, this X1.
I don't think we're gonna get it, dude. Because how much further can you push it? I mean, honestly,
you have push it any further except on the PC. That's the only way you can push it further. But honestly,
you might as well get a PC.
I'm not worried about it.
You know that Microsoft is losing money on that, though. They even them selling it at the price point they're selling it at. They have to be losing money on this system.
They are losing money. I think that it's stupid that they're releasing this because honestly, it is literally a waste of their money. Nobody's going to pay $500 when they could pay $249 for whatever.
Well, people will pay
because this is for a small market, and you have to admit this is for a small market. Whatever they're selling this to, they're not going to sell it.
Okay, would you rather? Okay, let me put it this way. PSVR is $4.99. It literally has like 4 games you can play on it that are longer than 10 minutes. All right?
But that's not selling either.
It's selling 1 million of them. And that's 1 million at $500. That's still not a bad market. And if you get a
that's a loss.
They're selling the VR at a loss. You know they are.
No, I know they're selling the VR at the loss. That's why it's a waste of money. I'm going to tell you this. Next year, that VR is going to be like the Vita. Gone.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. They're not going to support it anymore. They didn't mention anything about it at E3. And honestly, it's just going to fall like Vita.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, it doesn't. The world is not ready for VR. The world is not ready for VR yet. It's not.
I don't care for VR. VR is too expensive, and
I don't care. Why would I want to wear something on my face?
Okay, but no. But then here's my only thing. But was it? But y'all were literally saying the same thing I was basically saying when they were talking about the whole like Scorpio. Was it now called the Xbox One X? I'm just like, okay, like for real though, like
what were you saying?
They have a crazy. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Dirty.
Nah, if I think what Lynn was talking about, I'm like, where can Microsoft go after this Xbox One X? Like, where's their next console going, and what's the price tag going to be?
You're going to have to keep it at around $500, honestly.
They can't go any higher than that. They're going to be
can't go any higher than that. Look at PlayStation 3. They were like $600, and nobody bought that shit.
No.
But that was back in 2006, though.
Yeah,
that was a different time because we were going for 300 and they went straight to 600. This is going from 500 to 600. So we're used to spending $500 and getting the console. But at this point, hell no. No, I'm not. I'm not saying that everybody is. I'm not saying everybody's spending 600. I'm just saying.
But I mean, I mean, it's just like you're already spending $600 when basically, if on day one the console is $500, if you want a couple games, that's going at least, mind you, was it $60 each? So that's like $120. So you already spending $600 as it is.
Yeah.
You already spending.
The good thing about
that, if not more.
The good thing about Microsoft is and PlayStation, they did it with PlayStation Pro. All the games that you have right now can play on them. And all the 4K Blu-rays you have can play on the Xbox One X. And the games that are coming out, they're actually going to have some launch titles like Crackdown 3, which I personally am like,
Crackdown crazy.
It looks cool. I've seen people actually play it. I think it needs a little bit more polish. Xbox, you know where they can go from here out, Dirty, is they need to stay at this level of 4K because I think anything over 4K is getting a little ridiculous. Like what was it? Apple put out like a 5K monitor now, and there's like 8K and all kinds of crazy shit.
Yeah,
But,
they say it's 8K TV that you can buy for like $10,000. Like,
yeah, I don't know what to put. I mean, unless it makes me feel like I'm outside or at that place. I don't know how much more immersive you can get. What Xbox needs to do is they need to stop focusing so much. See, Xbox has always been a hardware place, you know, and software and hardware, but they haven't focused enough on the single player games. Like honestly,
no, they're not. That's why they're losing me. But let me tell you this. I want to ask the chat a question real quick. So everybody in chat, if you guys are listening and if you guys can type, how many of you guys that are watching are going to get the Xbox One X?
You know Miss K getting
or interested in it.
You know Miss K getting it.
Yep.
So Miss K's getting it. I just want to know. I'm very curious. I'm very curious to see what the chat says about this because I could be talking on this crap and everybody wants it.
Miss K said the console is for gamers that simply cannot afford PC or want a console kind of like a PC.
Yeah, it's like
she said it came out at the wrong time, in my opinion, the Xbox One X. Then she said, watch PlayStation allow PS4 gamers to play games with people on PC. I don't think they're going to do that.
No, they're not going to do that. They're too wrapped up in their own selves. They're like, we got fictitious 60 million people, but yet our online base is barely 30. You know, that tells me a lot that PlayStation people play more single player than they do multiplayer. You know what I mean?
I do. I know I do.
I mean, which is cool and all.
Reinhardt said they happy with their PS4.
Yeah,
exactly.
I'm happy. Like I said 2 weeks ago, I was like, I'm happy with my PS4 and all the handful of games I have. You know, I mean, I have maybe 6-7 games on PS4, but those games are amazing. Like I want to get Horizon Zero Dawn. I haven't pulled the trigger yet, but that game looks amazing. You know,
it's great. You need to play it.
I want to start getting into a few of the PlayStation exclusive titles, but like you said, I'm going to be more of a PlayStation single player game. You know, but that doesn't pay. But that doesn't pay the $60 PlayStation Plus. Like Xbox, everybody has the Xbox Live. I think there's like the last time between 360 and Xbox One and PC, there's like over 100 million active users, you know, on Xbox Live at a time. Like that's crazy numbers.
Smokes.
Yeah, it's
no. It was a comment. Oh. Reinhardt made. They said that over here a Xbox X is $999 plus the gold I have to buy for it if I got it.
Goddamn, where are you? Japan?
No, he lives in New Zealand.
Oh,
wow.
New Zealand.
I am so sorry, honey.
I know it's like $750 in Australia, but they have weird laws. They have weird laws about
this is why it's
video
not
games
over
over there. You know
why it's not going to sell. Their price is too high. Guess how? It probably costs like at least like it costs more than a PC, a standard gaming PC in Brazil. Or like if you're in Brazil because of that gaming tax. Oh my God!
What up, Birdie?
Birdie
said PS4 Pro. That's why I know what to expect from the Xbox X. So you're getting the Xbox X?
You're gonna take the PlayStation Pro and add 50% more power, then you'll know what to expect from the Xbox One X.
Well, you just let me know how that works.
I'm gonna let you know how it is because
I'm very curious. I'm very curious because you know what I want this to be successful. I do. I want it to be successful. I want Xbox to more cater to the single player audience, which is
what I want.
Honestly, I want that, but I also want good multiplayer experience because I know I'm going to get good multiplayer with Xbox. I know that with Xbox.
You know what I want from Xbox?
Wait.
But I don't play multiplayer games. That's why I don't play Xbox.
Wait a minute, Dirty. Did you finish out your statement? Because I know they went all over the place after you made your comment. Did you finish what you had to say?
I just want the Xbox One X. I need it to be around for a while, and when I say a while, I'm talking about more than 4 years. Because
I hope we get 4 years.
Nobody's looking at the bigger picture. Microsoft cannot go backwards in their hardware, because if I'm going to give you $500 for this right here that you about to give me this holiday, then in the next whatever, so let's just say it's for 4 years. When your next Xbox come out, I'm looking to have more specs than the One X. So I'm looking to pay the same price, $500 or maybe more, because that's where gaming is about to go. The console, Ms. K said that they're making it for gamers that want to experience the PC but can't afford a PC. Well, hell, pretty soon you ain't going to be able to afford a console, because they're steady losing money on each console being made. They're not making any money.
You can't tell me Microsoft making money off of this Xbox One X.
No, they're not.
No, they ain't.
You can't tell me they would.
The thing is, a lot of their stuff is innovated by them. Like their cooling system is innovated by them. Their power system innovated by them.
And it's a smaller.
But it still costs money to make the stuff.
And it's a smaller box, like.
Okay, but do you think it's actually going to make money though?
I don't think so.
I think it'll make money in the long run at getting the 4K
checkerboard 4K.
Well, they've only confirmed.
I mean, maybe was it? I'm like,
they've only confirmed one or two games of checkerboard 4K, and that's only because it's being held back by the PlayStation Pro. Okay. That is the God honest truth. Why it's being held back is because of PlayStation Pro, because they don't want to piss off a 60 million player base. Even if they get 10% of that, that's still huge numbers,
But I don't understand why people aren't already pissed off. You've got the PS4, you've got the PS4 Slim, you've got the PS4 Pro, you've got the Xbox One, the Xbox One S, the Xbox One X. So why are people already not pissed off?
I'm pissed off. I'm very pissed off.
When there should have only been one from the get-go.
Because they released them too soon. Well, I wouldn't say too soon. They released it with inferior products because that was the cheapest shit at the time,
So they just basically made
Reinhardt said. I got a couple comments. Reinhardt said, let's be honest, who would pay $750 for a console when they could get a PC? I agree. Birdie said the only thing with the Xbox One X is it's not fully 4K, so the smart game would be to buy a Pro.
It's not fully 4K for games that are controlled by Sony. Let's put it that way. Any game that comes out from Microsoft or the indie titles like Ark Survival, Monolith already said that Shadow of Mordor is true 4K 60 frames per second on Xbox One X.
Oh, the Shadow of
Mordor. It will not be anywhere close to the quality on the PlayStation Pro. So yeah, I'll give you that much. A couple of games as of right now are going to be checkerboarded, but nowhere near what PlayStation Pro is. And they didn't even mention PlayStation Pro.
Birdie said that's why I said I know what to expect when you buy a Pro.
I guess.
Honestly, look, this is why I say, for me, the reason why I would rather get a PC than an Xbox One X is due to the fact that I want, because I have to buy a 4K TV if I want the full experience. Like, let's say I want the full experience of Xbox X. I have to get an Xbox One, a 4K TV, and putting those together equals a freaking PC that I can do more with. And also, Xbox has that gaming thing where you can play on the PC anyway.
Yeah. Xbox.
So why would I buy a Xbox One X when I can buy a PC for the same price and still get access to the exclusives that PC got, and also have the Xbox One exclusives?
Okay, but I get to pay.
That's the main reason.
I get to pay
I mean, that's the only
$500
thing that
now
I'm
for the
saying.
next.
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
But
and I can get 4K, and I have VR ready and everything.
Yeah, and that's basically the reason why I'm always with Microsoft. I'm just like, I don't know why in the world y'all sitting here showing me all these console games when I'm just like, okay, but you're putting them on the PC where it's better on the PC.
They're going towards the universal Windows platform. It's going to make everything look better and run better, and just make everything unified with PlayStation. I mean, with Xbox and PC. And once that happens, I mean, no other console is going to stand a chance. You know what I mean? Like, when you get the power of a PC and the power of a console, because technically there ain't that many people that are just like, hell yeah, I can't wait to buy a PC and then have to upgrade it 6 months from now when it won't play that game that I want to buy. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? That's the part that scares people. That scares the average consumer. Then they see, oh well, I get true 4K gaming, and yes, a lot of it's going to be checkerboarded, dynamic, whatever words that they try to say to make him feel better. You know, a lot of it's going to be like that, but at the same time, I can have that console till the end of time and not have to upgrade it. I can throw a game in there and know it's going to work. With a PC, I got to wonder if my shit got a virus, if I got enough room to run if my Pentiums or whatever is going to be good enough to run the game, if my graphics card is good enough. You know what I mean? Like, you got all these crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I get where you're coming
but
from.
It's not even
consoles
that.
are getting back more this generation.
Okay, but like, look, I'm not trying to be from someone that basically does do like PC gaming. It is not that bad. It is basically what was it is. You have like at least like if you have like more of like an upper and basically it's not that bad. At least
but the average person is more likely to spend $500 on a console than a $1,500 initial initial buy.
Oh yeah, no, totally.
Yeah, and I'm saying that, but the thing is that this is what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is that the majority of the Xbox market or the majority of the regular people would not want to spend $500 when they can get a $249.99 console versus a $500 console. There's going to be a small market of people that will get it, and I'm not saying that people are going to just jump to PC. There's going to be a small market that would rather get a PC than the Xbox One X. But I'm saying for the average consumer, you are right, because a console is easier. You don't got to worry about changing the graphics card. You don't got to worry about fixing something. You don't got to worry about viruses. You don't got to worry about any of that stuff. But with PC, your online is free. With your PC, your online is free because you pay for the internet and whatnot, but it's free. You don't have to use an external service and whatnot. But other than that, I mean, your PC, you have Steam. Games are more on sale there. Like, I honestly can't believe I'm defending PC
great
right now.
sales, by the way, on Steam. You will never.
There's great sales. Honestly, that makes your backlog big, and nobody plays any of those games anyway. I'm telling you, when people buy Steam will give you like 27 games for like $60 or something like that, and you're not gonna play any of those games.
The Steam sale actually starts tomorrow, I think.
Mm-hmm.
The summer Steam sale, I think, it starts June 22nd or July 22nd. I don't know which one, but
y'all,
I'm gonna buy like 400 games that I'll never play.
Oh no, was it? Okay, this is technically relevant to what we're talking about. I joined something on Facebook. Oh my god, this is so funny. Oh my god, it's so funny.
Birdie said the thing about PC gaming is the community sucks. Birdie, the community sucks in the gaming community, period.
Right?
Period.
That's funny. I thought that was stupid. I was like, Jesus, why would I need 4K Minecraft? But apparently people like it, man. I don't know.
Birdie said June 20th.
Yesterday was June 20th.
Or
27th.
27?
Okay. I was gonna say it was yesterday. I was like, I missed it. But yeah, like okay. I understand what you're saying with the Steam, with the sales and the games and everything.
He also said that Steam is a great value. You can refund your money after a year if you haven't played the game.
Oh shit, that's awesome. I know Xbox is taking that stance too. If you play less than 3 hours of the game and you don't like it, they'll refund you fully.
I'm glad they did that.
Yeah, I know that was
I didn't even know. That's freaking cool. And
Yep.
can't you trade in your games too for like credit?
Yeah, they're gonna start doing that digitally. Actually, if you want to trade in,
See, now that's the future though. That's the future of games right there. Is Steam right there? Steam is literally a gold mine right now because literally they are really gravitating. They have literally shifted because honestly, these consoles, these games are broken, and the Xbox One X may fix that issue, but it's a little too late. I already bought my Xbox. And they already lost me at that because their games or their system, their UI or whatever, I have issues. I have issues with that. And then with PlayStation 2, I'm not like, this is why I didn't get a 4 Pro. This is why I'm not getting an Xbox One X because honestly, they have already failed to sell me. Why am I already spent top dollar for these consoles.
And trust me, I know I was day one.
I'm not going to spend another $500 to get a superior experience. No. And then they expect me to trust them? I don't trust them.
Right, and people wonder why I don't buy consoles at launch.
At least with PC, you are building it.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what you're getting. So there's no surprise there. But I
Right, but that's why basically I always say that. Look, why do you think I don't basically buy it launch? Because because ever since like the PS3, Xbox 360, it's just like you'll have the PS3, the PS3 Slim, then you'll have this, you'll have that, then you have this edition and that edition. It's just like
bro, but you can't say PC ain't guilty of that because they're like, here's a 1080i, 1080 TX, 1080. 404K. This one gives you a third of a frame per second higher, for $600.
Mm-hmm.
The coolest thing for PC I've seen come out is
I was
Ryzen thing.
I was talking about just the console though. Oh,
that Ryzen. What the hell is it? The chip that costs like a third of the Pentium and it runs just as good. It can run 4K games.
Bert made a comment. He said, I feel like I'm going to be shelling out $3,000 to Microsoft if I buy the Xbox One X. I still haven't enjoyed their products yet. I bought every Xbox that has come out so far this generation.
Damn.
I have two. I bought the Xbox day one. My Blu-ray drive went out, and I was one of those. I should have known it, too, because my box was damaged. I was pissed, dude. I was like, why do I have to get the jacked up box? You know what I mean? What is it? But then I wasn't gonna get an S. But then they came out with that Gears of War sexy ass Xbox, and I was just like, okay, I'm getting that. I was like, that's my bitch, 2 terabytes, 2 terabytes. They did the laser etching, or diamond etching. They made it look. They put some effort into it. Then
the console looks nice.
Yeah, they put some effort into it. That made me happy, So, I wasn't gonna get an X, but I'm figuring Leslie Femfury, she's gonna let me trade in her Xbox, and she's gonna take the Gears Xbox for now, just so I can see exactly, because I'm an Xbox guy, so I can see exactly what they have to offer at a cheaper price. If I had to pay the full $500 up front, I wouldn't do it, But unless they have like some great.
Anyway. Number one, I don't have a 4K TV. I'm not purchasing it just for blacker blacks and all that other crap.
That's why people get PC so they can see. They can see grass on the back end of a fairway or whatever the hell they want. I don't know what.
Like I said, you can basically see hair wafting in the breeze.
I don't care.
But,
I don't care.
But I'll give you this much. Microsoft's getting your money either way because PC Microsoft.
Yeah, Microsoft is getting and that's my point. The thing is that because I think honestly, what messed Xbox up for me, was when they announced that their exclusives are going to PC. Literally, that made me be like, I honestly feel like they're trying to push their audience to PC. That's what they're doing.
Because of the fact that that's what they are.
That's honestly what
console.
Because that's where it's going. And honestly, PlayStation has its exclusives, and Nintendo has its exclusives. But when it comes to Microsoft is the best place to play, because in the future, Xbox will be the fully customizable system. Play the game however you want, with whatever controller type you want, with whatever thing you want, whatever graphics settings you have, whatever you want. You can play Xbox however you want.
I mean, and you see, like I said, like I said, but for me though, where Xbox just fails, it's just like I don't know. For me, it's like as far as the games are even like exclusive to Xbox, it's just I just don't feel like there's any like real variety. There's nothing really that basically like that they are like. Was it Code Vein was the first time that I was like, okay, hey, you're actually speaking my language for the first time.
That's because they didn't cater to that audience, because they never
even cared to try. Hey, that's the thing.
You know what the Japanese audience did with 360s? They used them as ashtrays. I mean, and that is mainly where the Japanese RPGs come from, or imported for. Or PlayStation has a grip on publishers like Atlas and
Well, yeah, no, but not even just that though. But even with like newer titles, it's like I mean, still just nothing to who like.
I think I think they were going to try to do it, and then Scalebound went so off the rails with I heard the dude was so way over budget, the Platinum Games dude, that Microsoft just couldn't keep pouring money into it, because the build that they had at E3 was not even an alpha build, so it just was.
It's because the fact that they're not used to doing stuff like that, and I mean, and I hate to say it, it's like it's slightly more on the downgraded side of whenever they're doing games, but that as far as exclusives, but that's just personally me. Like they said, they're just basically not used to trying to do like in-depth gaming. I mean, whereas just like, I mean, that doesn't surprise me.
Well, they do have excellent storytellers. It's just they're more of a shooter.
But that's what I'm saying. It's basically that's what I'm saying. Like as far as like in depth, like I'm not saying as far as the stories, like as far as like in depth, as far as with playing, like as far as like game, as far as like playing a game, basically, it's like it just feels literally like okay with like a shooter. It's like, oh, okay, so you know how to basically make a shooter work. That's it. Say like I feel like with Xbox, it's literally their main things are shooters.
Well, they do have good single player narrative games sometimes. Like, but those games get pushed aside by games like Call of Duty and Battlefield and all these huge games. And then you have this tiny group of people that are like, where are single player games, And then they get pushed to.
Kay made a comment to you. She said, "I'm not paying $500 up front either. Only paying $250 for the Xbox One X. My cousin is buying my Xbox One S."
Hell yeah, and it's worth it, honestly. I mean, a 4K Blu-ray player, and I know a lot of people here don't have a 4K TV. I was lucky. Sam Fury, she surprised the hell out of me with a great deal on a 55-inch LG, and I was super happy about that. I wasn't planning on getting 4K, but I got it. It looks nice. It definitely looks better when you watch a movie comparatively to a 1080. It's not like, I wouldn't say it's like the great, it's not the second coming of Jesus or anything, but it's like, it's definitely better looking. You can definitely tell. But when it comes to gaming, I want a full experience. You know what I mean? Like the Xbox One S has, it upscales to 4K just like the PlayStation Pro. But the only difference is I can stick a 4K Blu-ray into it and it'll play it, which is huge because 4K Blu-rays, the players are like $250, $300, $400 right now.
Yep.
For every other platform that comes out that's like super high and out of control. But that's where the PlayStation lost me. It's like, you own the technology. Why the hell wouldn't you put it in there? You know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. It's just like, $250 is a great deal for Xbox One X or Xbox One S. But at the same time, if you're
the only way I would get an Xbox One X is if I got $250. If I got the $250 deal for my old Xbox, but they're only going to give me $75 for it, and I'm like, there's no point of upgrading.
Well, yeah, the original Xbox. Honestly, well, if you wait till closer to launch, they'll probably give you a better deal. Like right before the Switch came out, they were giving like $220 for an Xbox One S, and they were giving like $160 for the original Xbox 500 gigs. So, I mean, yeah, it's nowhere near 500, but still, I mean, it's still something, comparatively to the rest of the year.
Towards the Xbox One. Hold up. Let me do the math. Let me do the math because I suck at math. Let me make sure. Let me see. Let me see what we're looking at. Okay, so with the tax, so $499.99 plus the tax would be $534.98. Subtract $150 from that. I would still have to pay $384. No, thank you.
No better than $538. What can I tell you? I don't know.
The hell to the no. Am I gonna? Because the thing is that I would trade my Xbox One. If I could trade my Xbox One, right? If I could trade my Xbox One towards the Xbox, get that money, and then just like say, I ain't pre-ordering this shit, put it towards other things that I want, I would do that. Because honestly, I'm not. You can take my Xbox. I'm not. I don't buy games for Xbox. Honestly, the games that I have for Xbox, I don't even play. Because when I look at it, I have Dead Rising, Fallout 4, Gears of War 4. Haven't even touched the story modes of those because I have no urge to play the Xbox.
You are me, but opposite.
We are literally the polar opposites of each other, but still the same.
I have
300.
I have 300 games on my Xbox. All right, between backwards compatible and current gen, and I have 7 games on PlayStation. And I turn my PlayStation on once a month, maybe, just to update. And if I want to play Uncharted every once in a while. But you're the same way. I just enjoy. You enjoy what you enjoy.
Yeah, we enjoy what we enjoy.
But our common ground is the Switch and the PC. But I honestly hate mouse and keyboard, man. I can't get my fingers to.
No, I couldn't do it either. I couldn't do it either.
Cramp in your hand trying to up, down, left, right, up, down, left, right. No.
Yeah, man, it's like, and then if then you go and play like a shooter or something, I feel like a little kid, man. I get my ass kicked,
It's not that bad.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I'm thinking about getting a Death Adder because the mouse I have now is really, the ergonomics on it is pretty.
Don't be dissing Sea of Thieves. That's gonna be a good.
I know, right?
What was it? No, I just got what was it? The Razer Naga, and I'm like, I love it.
Did you? Okay, yeah.
Yes, I love it.
HyperX just put out a nice mouse too. I was thinking of getting. I just like the way the shape of it. They look really nice. Like the one I have now is like the ergonomics. You just have to claw hold it like the whole time. You know what I mean? And it's annoying. But another thing, Xbox is going to be adding mouse and keyboard functionality pretty soon.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Which is going to be crazy. That
and
shit.
mods. They said something about mods too.
Yeah, mods and like that shit's crazy. I'd keep that on PC, honestly. I mean, there's a reason I have a controller. I don't want some dickhead with a $200 mouse just destroying me. You know what I mean? Like that's why I got my
Bertie
stupid
made a
Xbox.
good comment. He said, I like to buy the console just in case if it sells out during launch and I don't enjoy it, I can always sell it. You got a point.
Yo, my boy does that. He literally bought, 5 of those Nintendo Classics, and he sold them for like $400 a piece.
Well, your friend is a scalper, and I don't like scalpers.
Trust me, I know. He pisses me off. He did the same thing. He did the same thing with the PS4.
Other people, Papa, that could have actually bought that system at launch who actually enjoy it.
Trust me, I know. I got pissed at him too.
Get it for their kids. I don't like when people do stupid shit like that.
I don't like it either.
What? Again, you have to also blame the idiots that's paying this outrageous prices for these systems because they're the ones who's fueling the scalpers. I'll be damned if I pay $500 for a $60 system.
I waited and I waited. I waited and I waited and I waited. And I actually got one for Leslie for $60 Amazon Prime, Prime Now or whatever. And I waited. There was no damn way I was paying that much money. Even over $100 is crazy to me. For something that I can emulate on my phone.
It makes me angry that people would take advantage of folks, but it makes me even more angry that people would actually feed into it.
Yeah, and they're like,
oh. In that case, it's like, who's at fault? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So
who do you hate, the game or the player?
Yeah.
You know what? It could be Nintendo too. They should have known that system would sell as well as it did. How you gonna give these area businesses 3, 4, 10, 20 systems and say this is all you get? And then, and that's it. Like people have been wanting to get, the classic, and people still want the classic, and now they'll never get the classic.
Bring out too much of your product. I mean, the thing that pisses me off with Nintendo is what they should have done is that honestly, whenever they're going to create something that's like really cool, what they should do is that they should let people pre-order it and then make that much.
Yeah, that drove me crazy that I couldn't pre-order it. It was just like
that much. Make that much of a pre-order and then make a little bit more after that and then sell those in the store. Do that. Yep. Why can't people do that?
I mean, hell, why not? Or hell, just do this. Just sell it online. Be done with it.
Or literally just like leave it.
Believe it or not, you can actually what is it? It's actually better to sell things online than it is just to go to a store to put it in a store. And plus, basically, you can keep track of stuff better. So there you go.
People want Nintendo stuff.
Yeah, this EJ Johnson guy's driving me crazy. He's so funny. He's like Crackdown 3, more like Crazy Explosion Down. Like, what the hell?
Oh, he was just dissing Sea of Thieves earlier.
Oh man, he's probably a PlayStation dude, and he's probably a PlayStation dude. He's probably like he can just call most. It'd be like God of War. I'll see you next year. Last of Us 3. I'll see you next year. Spider-Man. I'll see you next year. Maybe next year. That's what they should call it. Nah, man, but seriously, Nintendo needs to get their shit together. Especially if they're going to release the Super Nintendo Mini, the Nintendo Classic, Super Nintendo. I've heard that's coming this year.
They shouldn't waste their damn time. They shouldn't even.
You know what? I agree, Will, because guess what? I'm not going to be able to stand outside and wait for this one. I'm not.
No. Honestly, I'm telling you this right now. What they should do is that they should just take all those games that they're going to release for the Super Nintendo Classic and put that shit on the Switch. Switch Virtual Console. Sell it as a pack. I'm telling you, if you cannot meet physical demand, then make it digital demand.
That makes
seriously. Honestly, that's what they should do. What they should do for the NES Classic is because since the NES Classic they couldn't make enough and then they cancel it like idiots, then all of a sudden they decide what they should do is that they should just make an NES Classic pack. You click in it, you get the same UI as the NES Classic, and you play the games on your Switch. Why can't that be a thing?
That could be a thing. I don't.
And then update it so it can have the online support later. I mean, seriously. But that's just me. I mean, it makes too much sense. So that's why Nintendo ain't gonna do it.
You gotta remember
it's Nintendo. It makes too much sense.
But not even that. It's just, hey, that's actually, common sense. And like I said, common sense is not that common no more. Oh,
no, it's not.
I mean, sadly, especially when it comes to these game companies, I'm just like, I can't.
Well, we're at their mercy right now, like.
Speak with your wallet.
Yep. But you gotta speak with your wallet, just like she said. Like, there's if you don't like the way something's happening, don't buy the games. Like I don't like what, like I said earlier, I don't like what Destiny's doing with she's doing with Destiny when it comes to X.
What they're doing with the
What you say, Papa? You got cut off.
So I canceled it. You know what I mean?
As you should have. Because honestly, I'm telling you, when it comes to Destiny, ever since I bought the first Destiny, I will never buy a Bungie game ever again because they screwed me over. I am so sick and tired of this crap that these game companies are doing to us. And at this point, I'm literally just saying no. When it comes to Nintendo actually makes products that I want. And when I get it, I enjoy it. I really enjoy myself. I don't get a glitchy ass fucking mess. I don't get no fucking bullshit where I'm going to get a DLC thing. And okay, Splatoon was an exception. But at least they made that free. And the thing is that in ARMS comes pretty much bare bones. But they're going to add new characters and new stages. I don't know how many, but they are. But it's free. And the thing is that when it comes to other things, I understand amiibos are pretty much paid DLC, but at least I get something physical for it. So if I don't even use the DLC, I have a nice little statue to display.
Yeah.
I could play with them and be like, oh, look, Luigi and Mario going on another adventure. I could do that. But I'm just saying, it's a thing. I'm getting something physical with that. So, I mean, I'm going to have to use it for fancy purposes, but it's there. And that's what I love about it.
But Will, you know what?
When it comes to
with that Destiny, all the DLC that they gave you for the first Destiny was like 3 of them, right? Wasn't it like 3?
Yeah.
It was 3 packs, and that was the first. It was $150.
Yeah,
okay,
at least
so they gave you an expansion, and then
2 of those packs should have been in that game. They took those 2 packs out because Activision made them do that.
Yo, the hell?
Dirty, your fan is reverberating in your
Is
mic.
it?
Yeah.
Let me move my phone then.
Birdie said what I don't like right now of what's going on is big box stores are bundling the system so you have to spend more. That was more of a certain place that I really don't shop at too much anymore. I saw other places offering it too, but yeah.
Stupid ass Alyssa called.
So,
hello?
Huh?
All right. So, I guess final thoughts overall of E3. And Birdie said it really upset me when I turned Destiny on, and a week later, and all my friends met up at this place called the Loot Cave. I think I turned it off and went straight to GameStop.
Yeah. Yep. Everybody went to their cave shooting all the enemies that come out so they can level up quick. But then they put out a patch, I think a couple of days or a week later, they fixed that patch so you couldn't do it. You had to actually play the bare bones game to level up. Yeah, I got $40 for mine. Like, yeah, I take that.
He's like, I got me some coins from that.
Shit, I should have took mine, sold mine. Still sitting here collecting freaking dust.
Quickness. After I seen how that game was, I'm like, and I heard that they was bringing out DLC. I'm like, I bet the DLC is the game. And sure enough, Dave said he rebrought it with all the DLC. Like a totally different game. He said it played like the game we should have got in the first place.
You look at there.
Yeah,
I'm so sick of it. I'm so sick of this new way of games. Like Final Fantasy 15 is going through the same shit. Same thing.
That fishing game though, Will, that fishing.
Stop.
VR fishing, man.
Stop what you're talking about. Look, we supposed to sit there and be getting all kinds of high for Final Fantasy. And this city fucking fishing game. Stop it. Stop it. Hey, okay, I don't give a fuck. Stop. Like, for real, yo. That was so... I'm like, the fact that y'all even had the nerve, the audacity, to didn't even show that. I'm like, for real? And we supposed to be... And I'm supposed to be... in VR. And I'm supposed to be hyped... Right? And I'm supposed to be hyped over this shit? Like, for real? Oh,
yes, no. Ray, you are supposed to be hyped.
Well, sorry, not gonna happen. And still, that was so stupid. And, oh, God, pissed me right the fuck off. I'm like, y'all want me to actually give a damn about this? I'm like, now this is just bullshit, but I can't just, no.
All right, so E3 as a whole, thoughts?
Very lackluster.
Yeah, okay, I can say that.
If I gave it a number, I would give it a 6 out of 10.
Why?
Ooh, you being generous.
Why?
I'm being generous. Well, one, because EA sucked. Bethesda sucked. Ubisoft was pretty good, so I gave it some points. Microsoft was pretty good, so I gave it a little bit of points. Sony was lackluster, so that really knocked it down. And then Nintendo saved it in the park and made it go from a 3 to a 6. Done.
Ooh, Chad, you better than me. I'll give
the reason why I didn't get higher is because they didn't show any footage. Like honestly, if Nintendo showed footage for the new new Pokemon and the new Metroid, oh my god, Nintendo would have made it a 10 for me. If they showed gameplay and it looked good, and I'm like, oh my fucking. It's everything I want. It's everything I want. Oh my god! You know, if it was like that.
But still, mind you, okay. Hey, but was it? Can I say like, was it one more quick thing though? Oh, okay. So what was it about? Like the whole DLC situation, right? Okay, and I'm just gonna say this right now, okay? Y'all, to all y'all people out there who are sitting there talking about, oh my god, Splatoon is straight up still disappointing me. Okay, I'm gonna say this right now to all you heifers. I don't want to see none of y'all. When it comes to what was it? When it come out, July 17th.
July 21st.
Well, July 21st. I don't want to see none of y'all been like, ooh, look at my new Meebos. I don't want to see look at the new DualShock, or oh, look at my new score level. Look at my customizable shit. I don't want to hear none of that stuff. Okay, because I'm sorry. But look, all right, because I'm like this. Okay, look, I'll say it for now. I understand some people don't like the DLC bullshit, but I can't stand the fact y'all will sit there and complain about it, but then you buy it. Don't do it, okay? Don't do it. I don't want to see nothing from about no gamer scores or nothing. Nothing.
Hey, Miss Lynn, it won't let me add that Devolver link into the chat.
Sent it on the
I put it on the Facebook Messenger, but it won't let me put it actually in the chat.
That's fine.
And I said, hey, and plus I'm like, this hell was it 2 weeks on to basically pay for online? And I'm like, hell, y'all better be lucky y'all getting some damn free DLC. Too shit.
I know, right?
I can't with people. It's like this. They want to bitch about free fucking DLC. See, and I'm sitting here like, okay, well, what's gonna happen when Smash comes out, bitch? You think honestly I'm actually paying? I gotta pay for online and all this damn DLC. See, bitch, boo, bye.
Miss K said, my thoughts about E3 for Sony was see you in 2018 with the game. Microsoft hardware plus games. Nintendo, at least we got games in 2017. You got that right, Miss K. You got that right.
You're right.
That's E3 in a nutshell, right there.
Yep.
See you in 2018, Miss K. See you in 2018.
Still, was it? But yeah, was it still? No, was it see you in 2018? That's funny.
You couldn't put it any better.
That was the truth. I mean, even though it's like, hey, I didn't mind y'all. I didn't mind y'all as much as minded slightly Microsoft's. I mean, yeah, it was a little bit like, okay, are we getting anything this year? Huh? I will give you that. So,
I fell asleep on the PC show, EJ.
Same. But I was just like, But no, like I said, overall, was it just E3? It was very lackluster. There was really nothing to write home to mama about. Oh,
yeah.
Still.
Oh, I liked it all around. I mean, it was decent to me. But
I mean, like I said, it was lackluster. I mean, it was alright. So
yeah, it wasn't anything that. It wasn't the best year, but I mean, I'm getting a new Xbox out of it, so either way.
I mean, there was some cute moments and here and there.
And Rabbit's Mario looks funny.
I still would rather them be the Minions than the damn Rabbit, personally.
I tell you this, I'm not paying $50 for no Mario and Rabbids.
You know that's what it's going to do.
Yeah, I've already pre-ordered it. $60.
Hell no.
But if you have Amazon Prime, it's $10 off.
Same with Best Buy. I'm still not getting it.
I'm still not getting it.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
It'll be on sale like in 3 months.
Yeah, you're right.
I'll get it when it's on sale. I'll be damned.
I mean, I'm sorry.
Get it when it's on sale.
I'm sorry, but that game did not look like $60. But no.
Exactly.
I'm like this does not.
No.
I'm like, please. I'm like, no, just no. Even if you a Nintendo fan, and it's like, no, this is not worth no damn $60. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But then again, half the games out there are they actually worth $60 though?
Yeah. You're right.
That I mean, still. Mm-hmm. I said it.
Okay, so Dirty, your overall thoughts on E3?
It was okay. I mean, Microsoft did come out with exclusive where everybody was saying that they didn't have any. I said, hey, I'm just waiting on E3 because I don't see how they'll show up at E3 with a new console and no exclusive. So they showed
Get it right. It was indies that they were disguising as exclusives. Get it right.
That is not at all true.
But it might not be games that you wanted, but they came with exclusives. Might not be the ones you want, but they came with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're gonna come with exclusives.
Yeah, they just took off the word indie and replaced it with exclusive.
That is not at all true.
Good job.
Dre, Miss K says she loves it when you say that when people doing the most.
What did they do? Was it? Oh, I can't even tell you. Because I was looking up some stuff for like Splatoon 2, right? And just like people just were doing the most up in the comment section talking about like, oh my God, y'all just straight up still disappointed me. And I'm just gonna be like, y'all know y'all gonna be the same people that are gonna go out there and buy it. And you know you gonna buy it. Hell. And was it like I said, and they haven't even said nothing yet about, if they're going to basically do this the same way they did it the last time. They haven't even said that. So calm the hell down. Now, sure, okay.
It already has more modes than the freaking last one had.
Why? So and then mind you, then some people are just like, I'm upset that they're only that this thing, I can't play Salmon Run whenever. They're trying to get you to come back again and again. Game people. I'm so upset about the whole map situation. situation, I'm just like,
Hold on,
okay.
wait. So they're doing the salmon run at certain times, and they're still rotating maps every couple of hours.
Yeah, basically.
I don't like that.
But here's the reasoning as to why they did that though, or why they're explaining it like that. Basically, the reasoning as to why they're doing it like that is because the fact that they want the players to be more involved when it comes to weapons and trying out different weapons and stuff like that. It's more so they're focusing on that. They don't want the focus to be with the map. So it's like, okay, say like with specific maps, okay, hey, this particular weapon will have an advantage on this map over this map, which I'm just like, okay, fine. But one thing that they are doing, I think that they are, I think if I'm correct, correct me if I'm wrong though, even in people in the comments, what they're at least letting you do is at least be able to let you switch between weapons, so you can have like three different weapons equipped onto your body at one time. So it's like you at least don't have to be stuck with just one weapon. So it's like, okay, if you need to be like a roller, you have that roller right there, which I'm like, okay, that in my opinion is all right. Like that's way better than what they were doing before, because come on, you couldn't even switch in between matches.
But what does that have to do with the map rotation? I hate that they only have maps for a couple of hours, and then they switch them out for 2 more maps.
That's why I say, like, honestly, yeah, my only thing with the map things is, yes, I can see why some people would be upset about the map rotation, because they do who keep it on like the same 2 maps for, because I think wasn't like the first rotation was at least like 3-4 hours.
4 hours.
4 hours.
Like, at least 4 hours. I'm like, I'm sorry. Now even I will admit, 4 hours the same map. No. If y'all gonna do this map rotation stuff, which hey, it's something cute and different. You either have to do it, I would say, every 30 minutes to an hour at most.
No, they said they would do it every 2 hours now.
What? Even that's still too long. That is, in my opinion, that's still too long. Like I said, if you literally are only going to offer 2 maps for 2 hours.
Like I said, Nintendo.
I'm like, no. Okay, if you want to do the map rotation with this next one, y'all gotta literally take it down to at least an hour to, like, at least an hour to 2 hours. Oh, what was it? To an hour to 30 minutes. That's no. I'm sorry. Ray, you gotta take that down, or you gotta at least offer more. Like, you gotta offer more maps with different modes, or something. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, hell.
Right there is already turning me off, though. I was really excited for it, but it makes me mad, that they're only doing salmon run at certain times. And it's like they trying to, like, put you on a schedule like you a kid or something. They need to stop doing that. And I don't like that. I don't like that at all. This is why I did not play Splatoon as much, because it's like, all right, I'm sick and tired of seeing this damn stage every time I get on here. And then, by the time I want to play again, okay, they're doing the same stage again. I'm like, you know what? I'm done. I don't want to play no more. Because they always haven't, by the time I want to play, they're playing the stages that I don't like. And
right.
I'm like, okay, I'm done. So like I said, to me is a turnoff.
Right. No, but the thing of it
could mean the difference of me purchasing the game or not.
Right, and that's the thing.
And only having the salmon run on certain times of the day, we're not in no test fire anymore.
Right, but the thing of it is though, like, see, but here's the thing though, okay, and I'm not even gonna lie. I would say that the only market, and this is where, again, why it is what it is. The only people who actually really complained were the Americans. That was it. Nobody else had a problem, like, at all with the first game. The only real, like, harsh criticism that Nintendo got for Splatoon was in America. Everywhere else.
Well, maybe this works for majority of the folks, but for me, it's no bueno.
I know.
No bueno.
I don't like it.
Well, the reason why it works, why Americans complain, is because America is the country that plays multiplayer the most. And honestly, they're used to Xbox and PlayStation and having the party chat and having all that stuff. You know, Japan's not really into that. They prefer being on.
This is why they need to build games around the audience that they're selling to. You don't have across the board game for everybody because it don't work for everybody. If they know that we as Westerners play games a certain way, then that need to be catered to the way we play games.
Mm-hmm.
You know, everything don't work for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Very true. Still, and like I said, though, but it's also that's the factor of like, but it's just like, okay, but if Westerners, and that's the problem though, it's just like if Westerners are the ones that are basically, like I said, complaining, then it's just like, I guess in Nintendo's mind, they're just thinking like, oh, well, if they're the only ones that are basically complaining about it, it's whatever. But then okay, but here's the thing though, but even though Westerners were the ones that complain, look basically how well it still did. I mean, it still went over well. It went on to be the best shooter it was the best shooter of what, 2015?
Mm-hmm.
If I'm correct. So it's like it was very well. Well, huh?
I think it was 2014.
Yeah, I think it was 2014.
No, I thought it was 2015.
No, because Splatoon came out in what, like May that year or August that year, and the Game Awards was in December of that same year. So,
but yeah. I specifically remember. But wait, but I remember.
I mean, it could have been
us doing I remember us doing a podcast afterwards during that when Splatoon won. That's why I said it was 2015 because I'm like, I didn't know Lynn and all them until 2015. I didn't know y'all in 2014. But I remember us specifically doing a podcast and saying that we were surprised about that. So that's why I said 2015. I can, like I said, it's either way. It was still, but like I said, though, I mean,
that was a Gamers Nation podcast, though.
It
could have been a Gamers Nation podcast. No, I stopped. No,
it was not. No, it wasn't. No, it was 2015 because Splatoon didn't come out until May of 2015.
Oh, then May 2015 then.
Yeah. Well, no, was it? No, it got. Yeah, so it was like it was the best shooter. So I mean, like I said, it's que sera. I mean, I get the fact that, like I said, yes, they're trying to do something different. I mean, I look at it like this: if you're just only going to offer certain maps for a certain period of time, you got to at least either. Like, if you want to do the 2-map rotation, okay, fine. Fine. Okay, I'm a person where it's just like, look, I'm always willing to basically give something, a try, or at least try something outside of the box. But if you're gonna do 2 maps, you have to at least rotate it every at least 30 minutes to an hour, in my personal opinion.
Then that would be more reasonable.
Yeah, then I can at least say, okay,
and rotate between all the maps.
Yes, and then mind you, and if you're going to do 2
hours, let us vote on which maps we want to play for that particular time frame.
Right, like I said, I mean, hell, and at that point, because like I said, because if you're only going to do 2 hours of a rotation, I'm like, no, you got to offer more modes and more things or something. Like, I mean, come on now, I could at least understand 4 maps every 2 hours.
Yeah, that would be better too.
I mean, at least it's 4.
I never played the first Splatoon, so I missed all of this.
Well, trust me, you're gonna get a much better experience with this one.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I missed.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, no, you'll definitely basically have a better experience. Even though I liked the first one. I played it for a long time.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I'm not saying that the first one was bad. I'm just saying that when you first got it, it was bare bones, and then it grew to be a really, really good game. Now you're kind of getting everything from the get-go, so that's what I mean. You're going to get a better experience.
Even though, like, you didn't even have to deal with all them people who was harshly criticizing it. It's so badly, and I'm just like, y'all need to being so mean. Why y'all gonna sit there and still pay almost over $80 for Smash DLC? Stop it.
Yeah.
Papa, did you give your 2 cents on the E3 as a whole?
I mean, E3 as a whole was very. I mean, me as an Xbox fan, of course, I was happy that I actually get to say Xbox has exclusives other than indies. and that I get a new console, which is pretty cool. Let's see what else. Hello.
Hello.
Okay, sorry. Okay. You know, I get a new console, which is all right. You know, I mean, I know people got problems with it and everything, but me and myself, I'm pretty excited for it. I think you guys owe it to yourselves to watch the Devolver Digital press conference, because you'll probably be like, "What the hell were these people smoking when they did this?" I thought it was one of the cringiest things I've ever seen with all the different moments and shit. It was just all together. It was lackluster, but it was pretty funny. You know what I mean? At the same time, so I mean, Nintendo killed it, and Ubisoft did good as long as they stick to what they said.
Okay, but let's be real though. It wasn't like they had to do much to kill it. Though it wasn't like Microsoft or Sony like set the bar up that high.
Well, no. I mean, you gotta admit.
It wasn't like they really had to try. It was just like okay, just put a couple titles that basically they knew people were gonna like and be done.
You gotta. I mean,
like
Spider-Man.
That's why I'm
great.
like, you didn't have to try.
Yeah, I don't know who this E3 was for. Honestly, I mean, it wasn't.
Yeah,
for
this
the,
E3 was very confusing.
It wasn't for the hardcore fans. It wasn't for the casual fans. I don't know who the hell it was for. Honestly, I feel as fanboys, most of the people went away more confused. You know.
Even the fanboy. Look, that's another thing. No, the fanboys didn't even go crazy this year.
No.
I didn't see no console war battles or nothing.
That's true, Dre. Because people were in the audience. Nobody was clapping. Nobody was hyped.
Right? Everyone was just like, "Oh, this is cute."
I thought
people was texting and shit. I'm like,
I thought they gassed the Sony fucking audience. I thought they gassed them and they were all asleep because everything that came up.
Oh no, but no, you can't even admit it. No, they were just
nobody feeling it. It was fun.
Sorry, look, they were just as dead on Microsoft's too, though. I mean, they were a bit more alive, not by much.
Well, they popped more for the Xbox than anything, and Player Unknown. I think people pop for that just because. I don't know what I'm not big into battle royale games, but people love that shit, like H1Z1 and all that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but this game has people like going bananas. You know, I don't understand it, but you know and the hell was it? Middle Earth. That one got a pretty decent pop.
Yeah.
Other than that, they didn't really have a lot. Cuphead, but that's because people have been waiting forever for that, you know?
Well, y'all have fun with Cuphead.
I don't get you, Lynn. I don't get you at all. I don't understand why you don't like it.
Nope, I'm good.
I don't get it. It has one of the coolest art. The art style is amazing.
That's the reason why I'm keeping my Xbox is for that game. I want to play it that bad.
And it's only Miss Lynn. It's only $20.
Y'all still have fun.
Yeah, it's only $20. That's not bad. Okay, fine then, Lynn. We will have fun then. Yep. I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna enjoy myself.
I'll stream it for you, Lynn, so you can watch it.
Yeah, we'll stream it.
I will watch it.
That?
I'm not buying it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Wait, do you know if you can play? Wait, do you know if you can play that on?
What'd you say, Will?
No, I just wanted to know if you could play Cuphead online with a friend.
I don't know about online. I know you can couch co-op it. Oh,
okay.
Online, I don't know yet.
Okay. Sorry about that. I'm sorry.
No, sorry. Go ahead, Ms. Lynn.
Dirty, your thoughts on E3 as a whole? You still awake?
Yeah, it was okay. Like I said before, Microsoft brought their console, they brought exclusive. Sony basically just brought what we already knew and seen before. It was nothing new, maybe except one game or something. Nintendo, brought some stuff, some exclusives. Yeah, overall it was okay. No big deal. Ubisoft, they did a good job. EA was okay. Bethesda, so it was okay.
Well, maybe people weren't like too hyped because everything that was announced, everybody already knew. That's one thing I hate about the internet is that everything gets leaked ahead of time. And that takes away from you being hyped for something or being excited for something because once it's actually announced and you're like, oh well, I already knew about this. This is old news. Then it's like, now what?
Yeah.
So, anywho, Ray, did you give your 2 cents?
Wait, what happened?
Did you give your 2 cents on E3 as a whole?
Oh yeah, lackluster.
One word.
Lackluster. Like literally. I mean, like, come on though. Like, there was not. It didn't even feel like E3 in some ways because you didn't have the best box boys and the Sony ponies going at it. So I lost out on all my nightly entertainment. Then what was it? Then mind you, I don't know. It was just nothing that just made me go like, oh yes, no. Oh, and like I said, I mean Nintendo won, but I mean it won't like really they had to do much, and they won't even like they did do much compared to last year. Where it's like Breath of the Wild blew everyone away. Wait, this year is just like okay. I mean you won, but you didn't. It was not even like ooh they actually brought it hardcore.
Super Mario, right?
Huh?
Super Mario was what blew him away this year.
I mean, if that shows low in your game, then good for you. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, still, like I already knew about ARMS, I already knew about Splatoon, I already knew that Pokemon was gonna come, so I wasn't crying like all these other, Pokemon fans out here. What else? Microsoft. I can't with y'all. Sony, see you in 2018. And so it was just. I'm sorry. It was. There was. It was just not. Like I said, it was just. It was just there for me. It had no substance. Like I mean, who's gonna really be like, "Ooh, remember this?" Like in a few years now. So that's just me.
Right. What about you, Miss Lynn?
It was okay.
Did she talk about me?
And end of podcast.
Trying to stay awake through most of it, and I had to actually go back and revisit it after the fact. I mean, even when it came down to Nintendo, I had to go back and rewatch after the fact. So it's like there really wasn't too many things that I was like really hyped for during the whole entire E3. And the most that I was really, interested in watching were those invitationals that Nintendo had.
Yeah.
So other than that, it's like, okay. Like Miss K said, see you in 2018.
Try again.
Well, think again.
All right. Anybody else have anything they want to add to the discussion before we close?
We'll see what we'll see what games come actually out this year, and we'll see. I'll let you guys know as soon as I get the day one Xbox One X. I'll let you know exactly how it is, and hopefully it's good.
Oh, also, for anyone out there who's a Kingdom Hearts fan, just remember that on July 15th, we're apparently supposed to be getting a new trailer and a new world.
Who the hell cares about a trailer?
You know what? That's another game. We'll see you in 2019.
Look, apparently, and we're supposed to be getting final details.
Yeah, it's coming out in another 5 years. There you go.
Yeah, I remember.
Boom.
I remember they said this same shit about Last Guardian 7 years ago.
Final details.
And then what? Y'all weren't impressed when you played it, were you?
Yeah. I bet most
I
of
mean,
the
I was
kids that
impressed,
play
but then when
Kingdom Hearts are adults now.
What you say, Will?
I said I was impressed at first. When they got to a point.
Y'all, the diva is in the house. Coupon fussing. She said, "F Kingdom Hearts trailer. F details. I want my damn game."
I agree. I want my damn game. I want it.
Got your details, girl.
I know, right? Final details, Coop. Final details.
Yeah.
That's a mess.
That's
And where's
that's a
that
whole
third
big
party
mess.
support though for the Switch? Where is the third party support? I don't care if it's been out 3 months. I don't care. Y'all supposed to have this shit in the works before the system even came out. So where is it? Where is it? Should have heard about this.
Is this what this is Coupon?
No, I'm saying this.
Oh, I thought it was Coupon was saying. I was like, okay.
No.
Well, I put it. If the Switch doesn't get any third party, because they don't buy shit. It's just as simple as that. If I were to make a video right now and show you the games that I have for my original Wii and my Wii U, it's damn near like 80% third party games that I brought. Some games I brought on the Wii U that I didn't even buy for the 360 or the PS3. I decided to get it for the Wii U to support the new console that I brought. If you got Nintendo fan, like I only buy Nintendo console just for Nintendo first party, and that's the only console they have. So a majority of them never played a Mass Effect or whatever, and it's like they don't care if they don't. And that's why you don't get third-party games, because in your mind you don't care, and that's why you're not going to get them.
Third party.
And when Nintendo stopped making consoles because they can't do it alone, then you're gonna have Nintendo fans bitching and moaning. It's like, Nintendo, why you not putting out a console? They can't, because they can't support a console alone. They can't. Do you think that Sony can actually, the PS4 can survive without third party? Hell no. They can't survive with just Sony first party games. Who the hell want a game every 8 months? That's stupid. So if they don't come, I ain't even. Fuck it. I got a PlayStation 4 and an Xbox One.
Yeah. You could say you tried.
We're almost getting there 40 more times.
So anybody got any comment to what Dirty just said?
Nah, he pretty much said
everything.
Okay. Well, if no one have anything else to add, we're gonna go ahead and close.
All right.
All right. So we'll have everyone do their outros, and that'll be it. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for coming through in the chat, carrying on conversations, and chiming in on the discussions. You guys are amazing. Be sure to follow everyone down in the panel. I will list everyone's YouTube page or Twitch page or VidMe, whatever it is y'all have. It'll be linked down in the description. So be sure to check out everyone here and give them a follow. And if you're not currently subscribed to the channel, be sure to follow this channel as well. Hit that subscribe button. So, Dre, tell everybody who you are and where they can find you.
Wait, who first?
You.
Okay, well, couldn't you kind of went out for a second when you said that. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. As y'all know, it's Dre, aka UHC91. You can find me on social media at UHC91. Hit me up. Was it? If you want to mainly talk to me, go on Twitter because was it? I'm kind of on a hiatus from YouTube right now still. So, oh yeah, like I said, was it? Hit me up. Was it? Let's talk about games. Throw a little bit of shade. Hit it Xbox. All that fun stuff. And yes, I know I'm being toxic. But yeah, was it? It's been real. It's always a pleasure to be up on here. As always, thank you, Lynn, for having me. And until next time, y'all. Peace.
We have the old dirty 33.
What's up, YouTube? Boy Dirty. You can find me on YouTube at Old Dirty 33. Check out my channel. And yeah, buy some games so you can have some games. And yeah, do it. Go. Stop sitting.
Next, we have Papa Raven with Ben Fury in the background, chit-chatting it up the whole damn time he been in here.
Yo, she's streaming. She's pissed at me.
I know.
I'm Papa Raven. I don't have a YouTube channel, but I do guest star every once in a while on Fem Fury, her YouTube channel, and her in real life channel, her vlog channel. What is it? Fem Fury IRL. Sorry, he changed the damn name, so I don't know. Anyway, if you wanna hit me up on Twitter. I'm on Twitter. I'm Papa Raven, or if you want the URL, it's at Josh_no. So you hit me up, and if you want to talk all things Xbox and throw some shade at the actual enemy, Sony. We'll discuss some things and play on an actual platform that has good servers. All right, hit me up. Papa Raven on Xbox, Papa Raven 187 on Steam. I have no idea what my Sony is because I don't buy their online. And the Switch friend code is too damn complicated to tell you here. So hit me up on Twitter if you want to know what that is. All right. Until next time, I'm Papa Raven.
There you go. And last but not least, we have Mr. Will of Gaming, the head man on Twitch, streaming 8 hours a day. That's a damn job.
Jesus.
What up, Will?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Will from the Will of Gaming. You guys can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv, twitch.tv / the Will of Gaming. I stream weekdays from Monday to Thursday. I stream a regular game that's usually voted by the people that are watching. And on Fridays, I'm having multiplayer day where I'm actually bringing and incorporating multiplayer in my life. So this Friday, I'm going to be having a Super Smash Brothers tournament. So hopefully everything goes okay with that. So if you guys want to be a part of that, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on twitch.tv / the Will of Gaming. And I'll hope to see you guys there.
All right. Well, that will conclude today's podcast. Again, thank you all for joining us. And yeah, I guess that'll be it. So till next time, guys, take care, be safe, love one another, and we'll see you all on the next one. Peace.
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 Drink that water.